I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not right.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcos. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm a lie about a motive. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You never know what is a star like under the city, the driver's side fly. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as could be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the whole time. Wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Hello, Leroy.
Man, I sure wish South Florida sports reflected the weather this weekend.
I don't understand.
It was a beautiful weekend.
I mean, do you not count the Panthers?
I do.
6 in a row.
I do. No,
Woo, woo. 6 in a row. Why are we talking about why do we gotta put the reflection of our teams on a team's 5 games under 500 and the worst fourth quarter team we've ever seen? The Panthers have won 6 in a row, and they just took the face of the Boston Bruins, who's getting introduced right now. Wow. Brad Marchand is getting introduced.
He just got down.
Florida Panthers. He's getting introduced as we speak.
Oh,
he's having his and by the way, he's like feeling pretty rejuvenated. Might be on the ice tomorrow. Not for the game, but everybody's like, oh, he's gonna be out like 3 weeks. Oh, feeling a little healthier being out of Boston.
Oh, he was hurt? Was he hurt?
Yeah, he had upper body injury.
Yeah, man. Warm weather.
Upper body.
I don't know if I could go out there. Oh, I'm a Panther. See you tomorrow.
We call that the old Jimmy Butler.
Oh, yeah, he found his joy again.
Listen, winning is joy.
This was crazy. You know, like we were, you know, there was talks like, is there going to be a wow factor from Bill Zito on Friday? And it's like, yeah, you know what we're gonna do? You know how like the Bruins were our biggest rival? Would we take their captain for a 2nd round pick? And I'm like, excuse me? And it's to be honest with you, it stood the hockey world on its head. It was like, what do you mean, Brad Marchand? The man who everybody hates. He is like he honestly, if he wasn't a Panther, he exudes so many Panthers things, but he's the face of Boston. But he was the face of everything of Boston hating the Panthers, and now he's on the Panthers. And Boston is losing its mind. They're heartbroken. I see Barstool tears just leaking all over the timeline. And this Bill Zito, dude, he comes. You want to talk about wheelbarrows in this town, all right? Forget about Mouseballs Mike McDaniel, all right? Forget about Erik Spoelstra, who can't get through a fourth quarter without his team collapsing anymore, all right? Forget about Mario Cristobal kicking field goals. The one true guy walking around with cantaloupes between his legs right now is the king, Bill Zito, who's just making home run moves. He's pushing all the chips in the middle of the table, and I think the hockey world is petrified of him because they're like, what do you mean they got Brad Marchand, dude?
Everybody in the league gonna put their mouthpiece in and button their little chin strap a little bit tighter.
You're sitting here.
Yeah, it would only be fitting if the first 5 minutes of his stint in Florida, he gets in the fight.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's time to go, baby. It's time to go. Now, I know a lot of people are worried because it's like, oh, are he and Sam Bennet going to work out? He punched his lights out. Everybody made a big thing. They wanted Sam Bennet taken away in handcuffs in Boston. Handcuffs! But the Four Nations seems to have mended fences. Seems to have mended fences, although Brad Marchand's quote on Sam Bennet this morning was, quote,
yep.
Yeah, he's still a scumbag.
Well, okay.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
That's his quote, dude.
No, he didn't.
What do you mean?
He did not say that.
Bygones? We bygones.
Well, he also said, he's great. Had time to know him in the Four Nations. Wasn't surprised that we'd get along, but his initial quote was, "Yeah, he's still a scumbag."
So jokey jokes.
Yeah, of course.
But the crazy thing is that like people mistake hate on a field of play as hate in real life. Right? I tell you how me and Johnny fought all the time in practice. Got done with football, first person I got to go see what's up with Johnny. Right? Or he come over, say hi to me.
Randall.
John Randall.
Okay.
Yeah. So like sports is sports, man. You're competitive.
Sports is sports, but like it is a heated rivalry, and he's the captain. Like you're wired to hate a team, and like he was even talking bleep to Matthew Tkachuk, man. Like after like 2 weeks ago.
But here's the deal: you're wired to hate that team. He ain't on that team no more. You still hate Boston, and now they're gonna bring Marchand and say, "Hey, get you some of this hate. Drink it up. Drink it up. There you go. I know. Look at you ain't the captain here. So drink some of this. You're good."
Sergei Bobrovsky, he broke Boston, dude. Broke him. And now Marchand's on the Panthers. This is banana. Look at this, Bill Zito.
Here's what the
and by the way,
this is amazing.
You come in here, all right. Already, the defense was like, Paul Maurice wasn't too happy. Seth Jones comes here.
I was like, oh, that's great. What a great move.
Move.
I thought that was it.
Yep.
They said that was it.
Then Vanecek, who's out here, he's giving up goals willy-nilly in San Jose.
Oh, my goodness.
First game, shutout. Woo. This man has the touch of gold right now, Bill Zito.
Wow.
He can do no wrong.
Wow.
I got to tell you, here's what the amazing thing is.
Calm down.
When you see what, and I'm going to use the Dolphins as an example. They wanted to win now. They brought in a lot of guys, 30-year-old guys or whatever, and let some of their young guys go. The Panthers have kept most of their young guys, and you can see like this, based on the young talent that they have, this isn't going to end for the foreseeable future. So you might lose some stars at the end of the year, lose a couple of guys. But a lot of the guys who are having success here are young.
Yeah, I mean, the only guy on the Panthers right now who's old that you have to wonder what his future is going to be is Sergei. And
right.
Goalies, and he's a freak. He's a freak with his work. And they're going to be careful with him at the end because the Panthers have a very congested schedule to end the regular season, which is why they go get Vanecek. But that's really like the only guy. I mean, like, look, I don't know what Ekblad's future is going to be because I'm sure someone's going to come with the bag for him.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying.
There's going to be guys who get poached. There are going to be
a couple of guys who are going to get poached.
But now, who cares right now? Right now, we got another run coming up, baby.
I mean, this has been like, this is 4 years. This hasn't been just the last year. This has been like 4 years because remember they won the President's Cup and then they lost.
I just want to be clear though.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so we're clear, because any Boston fans, okay, Bruin fans, who think you're gonna pull that Tom Brady nonsense like you did with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, no. You're out. That's it. Yeah. There's not going to be like, wait, can we come on and root for your team for Marchand? No, you're not welcome here. O'Keefe, O'Malley, O'Shea. Oh no, your time is up. Okay, go look at mock drafts and figure out how you're going to redo it with Pasta and Swayman. Figure it out. Leave us the hell alone. All right, he's all rat now, and that's it. There's not going to be any we were kind of like Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We were kind of there was Gronk and Tom. They were like our little team from Boston. No, they weren't.
Nope.
No, they weren't.
Nope.
And you're not going to pull that move with Marchand. You're not welcome here. We don't want you here. And kick the sharpest of rocks with open-toed shoes.
Well said.
Headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Doral Hyundai, choose one with 1,300 new Hyundai miles in inventory of Tucson, Sonata, and Palisade. Remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. The Panthers going to practice. Then they head out for a 6-game road trip starting tomorrow in Beantown. Brad Marchand just introduced to the media, and he says that he believes he'll be back on the ice tomorrow as he's working his way back from an injury. The initial diagnosis was week to week when they traded for him, and that he was going to be ready probably by April, right before the playoffs get started. He's like, but I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know. I may want to get out there. So this trip gets going this week and will be exciting. The Heat, we'll get into them in 15 minutes of Heat, as Leroy said.
What the hell?
Oof.
Exactly.
Dude.
Myles Garrett is sticking with the Browns.
Is he?
He signed. Yeah. What? Where were you this weekend? Leroy Dickey. He did. Yeah. He signed for that Munyon, dude. 123 guaranteed.
That'll keep your ass in town. I always wanted to be here.
I'm not going to meet with you.
Yeah.
Would you meet with $40 million a year?
There you go.
So he's a Brown lifer.
I'm sorry. How much?
How much?
It's like, here's how it's going to go. After discussing it with my family and my agent, I felt that we had an unfinished job, and I want to do everything that I can to help this team win, and I want to be the reason why we win. And they offered me $40 million. I couldn't say no.
Oof. We had a trade yesterday in the NFL as tampering is going to get crazy going. The tampering period opens up at noon. We're going to have a flurry of moves.
So
Flurry of moves.
my question, what's crazy about trade deadline?
Flurry of moves.
All the trade deadlines end and everybody moves on with their life. The trade deadline ends in hockey, and then they announce all the damn trades. Because there were a lot of trades that were mentioned after the trade deadline for hockey. It's a weird thing because the Marchand thing didn't get announced till after 3:00.
It was at the buzzer. Yeah, it was at the buzzer.
Right,
but
but
it was there was a lot of buzz going into it that it was happening in that final hour.
Right.
ESN was losing their minds. They were so beside themselves. The Canadian or Sportsnet, whatever the Canadian network is up there. People are really like scared of the Panthers right now. They're the Stanley Cup final favorite now, as they should be. And yeah, this is Goosey's.
I'm thinking of my parking by boat campers already. I'm already thinking where am
you're mapping it out for the parade?
Dude, you saw what happened last year.
That parade was something.
I'm mapping it. And what could you possibly do? Oh, God forbid it rains all day again.
Done that.
I've been there, dude.
It was not only rain, there was lightning over the ocean, man.
On, dude. I'm already planning my parking.
And they got a big ass metal cup standing in the water.
DK Metcalf was traded to the Steelers for a 2nd-round pick. Got a fat new deal with Pittsburgh.
They needed another weapon to protect their guy.
Yeah,
but here's the problem.
Skyler.
I hate to say this. I don't know how well it's going to work. This is kind of setting the tone for Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
Weapons. You got a decent run game. You play a physical style of football. And now you got 2 horses on the outside. Giant. They got the biggest wide receiver core in the league.
Unbelievably, Leroy, he has a ton of options right now. Like, he really does. I mean, he's got Seattle, he's got the Giants, he's got Pittsburgh. Maybe Minnesota wasn't ruled out.
I can understand the desperation, but I would say let's take it easy on that.
It's because you hate Aaron Rodgers, though.
No, it's just okay.
It's true.
Okay, was I wrong about how it worked out in New York?
You were not.
Okay.
You were not. But you hate Aaron Rodgers too. I mean, like,
No, I
oh,
don't
speaking of
hate
Aaron Rodgers,
don't hate Aaron Rodgers.
oh, you do. I mean, you do.
Can
But
you not hate a person but hate his antics?
No, if you hate the antics, you hate the person. That's a ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't be mad at
Well-
something that somebody does.
What I call that some antics. That's what you're doing.
Wow. Hey, you know what, dude?
Point for Tobin.
Semantic samurai right here, Leroy Hort. How did you do this weekend, by the way? Did you get
Hey,
through the weekend as a
I
good
did.
person?
I did, but the conversations got a little testy, and here's why. So my cousin's in town from Texas, and by the way, her son, the one that went to Texas A&M, right?
Ah.
He went to school with Achan,
Yeah.
right? So, they went to the beach. First comments coming back. You know what? The beach was beautiful. It was great. The water was nice. But I got to tell you, everybody should not be wearing a thong. And I was like, this is my playpen. Let's go. And I was like, hold up. Nope, not going to do it.
Don't do it, Leroy.
Not going to do it. Not going to do it. But you know that's a topic. Woo. If I'm just thinking, I'm like, I'm not gonna even suggest.
You were almost roped in by family.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you.
yeah.
man.
I'm like, they had this one lady. I'm like, nope, not doing it. I am a new person, at least for 40 days.
One team that is not standing strong is your Miami Heat. 15 minutes of them is coming up next.
518.
$15 minutes of heat here for you, brought to you by Hollywood Kia. At Hollywood Kia, get the star treatment. We want to see you in a Hollywood Kia. Visit them online at hollywoodkia.com. I don't know why I'm so chipper. The Miami Heat are 5 games under 500. They once again coughed up a fourth quarter to the Chicago Bulls. And I mean, it was so pathetic. They are so pathetic. I don't even I'm not even mad. I really genuinely was, Marcos. I know a lot of people, you reached out to me this weekend because you were concerned for me.
Oh, yeah.
And I was much more hurt about the Friday loss to the Timberwolves. I thought the Heat played pretty well. They had an unfortunate loss that they kind of got back into, and it does feel like they kind of got screwed at the end with Bam. Although they did get a break because they even got that possession was a mistake because of the end. So, might have been a make good call. I don't know for the Wolves, but the Bulls, I can only just sit back and howl with laughter. Like, you're getting outscored 36-20 by a team that traded all of its players. I just don't even know what to get mad at anymore. Well, it is what it is. This season is a season of suck. And Spo just keeps coming back and he's like, hey, positive things are happening. And I'm just like, dude, you are respectfully, Spo, delusional if you think this thing is turning around. I know he's a maniac, and I know that he has used that line aplenty. Dude, there's no help in this team. There's no help in this team. It is what it is. This year is a sunk cost. They are the worst fourth quarter team ever. And just the numbers of them in the fourth quarter are so embarrassing. And this past one, it's well, how did they lose? All right, well, Kel'el Ware, 3 quarters. He has 12 rebounds, 2 blocks. Spo plays him 0 minutes. Now, maybe there was a minutes restriction because of the knee. So I'll give you a little bit of a passy pass there, Spo.
Jesus Christ.
But I got to ask you, dude. Tyler Hero. My guy. Boy wonder. Are you going to get any better at staying in front of anybody? The Bulls, dude, it was willy-nilly to the rim.
Which is why you need Kel'el in there.
I look, I'm with you. And Spo took the blame because he was I was bad with the minutes restrictions today. So maybe he played Kel'el to the point where he wasn't available anymore.
So here's the other deal. Okay. And here's what is happening. They take Bam, get him out on the wing, either with a pick and roll or just have the guy he's usually guarding. Most bigs now can shoot 3, so Bam's got to go out there, right? Then they let the guards go crazy on our guards.
Yep.
But that's why you need Kel'el in there or somebody else other than Bam, because it's easy to remove Bam from the paint with some kind of offensive set. And when Kel'el is in the game with Bam, Kel'el can guard the paint, and it's a deterrent. When he's not, there's nobody else that can do that. So I don't care what they say. When you watch the games which they are best defensively is when Kel'el is in the paint as a deterrent. He doesn't have to block every shot, but he creates a lot of misery for guys going in to do those damn layups. And,
I'm with you.
And without Kalel and Bam, they just work offensive set where
Where's
Bam was
Tyler?
in the paint.
Where's Tyler? Where's Tyler? Turnstile! Whee!
Well, listen. Let's not act like we didn't know this.
Oh, I know. We know.
Right? And listen, you can have, for example, Spider isn't known as a great defensive player, but who does he have sitting in the paint?
He's got Mobley. He got Jared Allen.
Right. Part of the problem why the Knicks have a problem is because their deterrent is standing on the 3-point line in Cat.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, to sit here and act like we don't see what's happening every game, and we have said for the last month, why isn't Kalel in the fourth quarter? And guess what their worst quarter is?
Fourth.
Right. He gets no minutes or very little minutes, and Spo tries to match up. Like, you can't match up a SWAT fest.
Spo, here's some of the numbers. And we're going to hear some comments from Spo, who may be losing his mind. This is from Anthony Chang, Miami Herald. The Heat has now wasted a fourth quarter lead in 7 of its last 8 losses and a total of 14 losses this season. The Heat has blown a double-digit lead in 16 losses this season, which is the second most collapses in the NBA, only behind the Utah Jazz, who have 17. Not only is the Heat just 12-20 since January 2nd, but it has been outscored by an NBA worst 14.5 points per possession in the fourth quarter during that span. 12 of the Heat's 16 blown double-digit leads and 11 of its 14 fourth quarter blown leads have come during this stretch. The Heat is also 13-20 in clutch games. That is a game of a margin of 5 points or fewer inside the final 5 minutes in the fourth quarter this season, after recording a record of 77-57 over the previous 3 seasons. And this is a stat from Ethan Skolnick. Tyler Hero and Trae Young are tied with the most clutch field goal attempts in the NBA with 95. Of the 25 players with the most clutch point attempts, Hero has the lowest scoring percentage at 28.4. He had an awful possession in this game where he came down willy-nilly, the Heat up 3, and decided, pull up 3! And got blocked by Josh Giddey. Got blocked by Josh Giddey.
Which turned into a 3.
Oof.
So,
and that was the night after. There was a back-to-back. You got smacked in the face back-to-back nights, because the night before that, you had the lead against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and that was a game that didn't have Kalel Ware, didn't have Andrew Wiggins, so they got all their reinforcements for the Bulls game, and they lose that one. Bam was furious after the game to the point where he got fined $50,000 by the NBA for confronting an official. Ridiculous fine on Bam Adebayo. But also because he didn't do the SPO, which is to precurse with NBA do not fine me, which is Erik Spoelstra's masterpiece. So let's hear a little bit from Erik Spoelstra after this game. This was after the Wolves game where he threatened the league by telling them not to fine him, and Bam was fouled.
All right, look, I'm going to say this, because we had our chances, enough of our chances. And then there was a wild sequence of events. Did a great job on our denials down the stretch. Those last few inbounds forced that turnover there at the end. And this is what I'll say. It's that last baseline out of bounds. We did not execute and get what we wanted to. With that said, Bam got fouled. I'm not trying to get fouled. League, don't fine me. I'm not doing histrionics up here. I'm fully in control. At any point during the game, that's a foul. Did he mean to foul? No. Is that what we wanted? No. But I will tell you this, Bam Adebayo got fouled on that. He got clipped. And if that's in the first quarter, that's a foul.
What does that mean? That I'm in control.
Yeah.
Is that
wait,
part
wait.
of
Let me break it
is that
down for
part
you.
of the rules?
Let me break it down for you.
I'm not a loose cannon up here.
Here's what he was trying to say.
Dude.
I'm not making my next comments out of anger. I'm basically merely stating facts.
How does he get away with that every year?
I don't know
Every
if
year he gets
I don't
away
know
with
if he
it.
necessarily does. Well, because
He
here's the
does.
problem. Here's the problem. And here's the problem I have with this whole situation. Can you find him if it was a foul?
They find him for confrontation.
But I'm just saying, if you blew the call, because
Well, they said they didn't blow the call. The 2-minute report said they didn't blow the call.
really,
Yep.
wow, all right. I mean,
In fact,
wait, you know what? That's like me and you doing radio,
Mhm.
and Lynn coming in and say, "Did you guys swear?" And we go, "We reviewed it, no swear." Right?
If we
Right.
did say that, he'd be like, "Great, goodbye me."
Right. You can't review your own work.
I don't know
What
who.
the hell
reviewed
is
it.
an official going to say about another official?
We'll hear more from Spo because, yeah, he is losing his mind. But I always love when he gets to pull that
Wouldn't
move.
we all lose our
NBA,
mind?
do not find me.
He has done this, and then like the one that was the coup de grace was when he looked at the camera, double fingers, and goes, "You're not even gonna think about giving me a fine." I was like, "Whoa, he can do that? He could," and never was fined.
League, you're not going to even think about giving me a fine.
Needs to be studied. How does he do this? He didn't get fined. Bam got fined. And
Which
you
is-
think Bam?
Which
Does
is-
Bam
which
go
is
back and
crazy.
goes,
Like, don't you have to understand the person you dealing with? If Bam is that hot about something, something's up.
well, that's the thing, is Bam didn't even get fined for criticizing the officials. Like after the game, Bam said, "The thing that really annoys me is that he wouldn't even talk to me, turned his back to me, and he wouldn't talk to me after the game. I waited till after the game. I don't whine during the games." And the guy wouldn't talk to him. And you could see, because Ant was coming, like, you could see Ant was really, whoa. Ant was coming up to dap up Bam and say what's up to Bam Adebayo after the game, and Bam was in the middle of this conversation with the official. The official was like trying to turn away. He's not going to talk to him. And so Bam wasn't even fined for complaining publicly to the media. He was fined for confronting the official.
It is the only job in all of sports where there is no accountability. Being an official, we've seen over the years, it's been documented in every sport. Some of the most egregious calls or non-calls. And those those officials are not held accountable. But they are quick to fine Bam 50,000.
Yep.
And so I understand, like, you have to protect the officials. Okay? But nobody gets protected for being bad at your job. Nobody does.
Do you think
Nobody.
do you think when Spo learns that Bam was fined 50,000, he goes, "You just didn't tell him not to fine you? That's what I do.
You just gotta say it.
Why didn't you just say that you were in control and these
Just
are not
say it.
histrionics?"
Because again, and they try to find creative ways of getting away with it. Because
think-
they said they didn't find him from questioning the official. They fined him for the confrontation. There wouldn't have been a confrontation if, let me tell you something. You have a problem with somebody, anybody on the planet. It could be your lawn guy, it could be somebody at the grocery store, it could be somebody in the street, right? What happens to you when that guy turns his back and won't even acknowledge you?
You get infuriated.
So
You lose your
you
mind.
should fine the official for inciting a riot. But think about it. Think about it. If the guy has a 2-minute conversation with Bam and he says, "Dude, that's what I saw." Okay? And Bam's like, "Come on, man," or whatever. All right. They have the conversation. It's over, right? Ant-Man comes up and they dap it out and go home. That's what happens. But when the official turns his back. It's almost like he acknowledges he screwed up.
Yeah, it's like you want to do. It's like you're a child. You want to put earmuffs on. You don't want to hear it.
Right. Exactly.
Grow up, Peter Pan.
So while you getting on the player, I would take that situation and put it in anybody's life, and somebody that you felt did something inappropriate or wrong or whatever, they turn their back on you and just walk away. What person is not going to just get irate?
Crazy.
Right.
We'll take a break. Back with more after this.
Welcome to the new week.
Let's get to a little road to repeat here, you rascals. It's brought to us by our friends over at Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of your Florida Panthers. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out when it's game time. Make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers.
I got a little galaxy vibe here with you. I had what did I have on the way in? I think a watermelon lemonade. That was good.
You had one on the way in, and you're on another one.
Well, I haven't cracked it open. I could crack it open. I mean, I'm
there it goes. There it goes.
I'm fine. Okay, I just want you to know I'm fine. You stop checking in on me.
I gotta tell you,
Dressing as a military.
I saw the picture. It did not look like you were fine.
I'm fine, dude. I'm fine.
You know what? Because here's the problem. Here's why it becomes so much more extreme for Tobin. Because he's been a heat trooper for far longer than I can imagine. Heat and 5. That's Tobin. Heat and 5. Now he's come to the realization that maybe Heat and 5 would be a reach. And the crazy thing about this is, with or without Jimmy, they've been this way all year. And it's excruciating. Now take somebody that lives or dies with the Miami Heat. It has to be the most excruciating thing to watch in sports is your team play 3 quarters of some of the best basketball you've seen all year, and then play a 4th quarter like they don't know what they're doing. Right. Now, part of that, and I do believe this, part of that, and maybe most of that, has to do with who's playing. Because when Bam gets his break, and you put Kalel on a minutes restriction, you're out there with ants.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, we can't put the Kalel thing. This has been a season-long thing. The Kalel thing with the minutes restriction was just this one game. They did the exact same thing the night before when he wasn't there.
Right. No, I know, but
they have lost every which way in the 4th quarter this year. But I do think that Tyler Hero has not been very good in 4th quarters. He has not been very good down the clutch. He is not a great defender.
It almost seems like they quit running offense. They just like hand one guy the ball and say, "Go get us a bucket."
I think there's a mental block too, dude. Like I can't think that this team doesn't get squeaky cheeks. Like the game on Friday night. I don't want to get into the Panthers because like enough of these guys already. But the one on Friday, like they had 3 chances to tie it back up. Bam wide open, Tyler wide open, Duncan wide open, brick. Like good looks. Yeah. Make the shot, squeaky cheeks.
I got you.
The man who did make a shot is a man who I've always believed in. It's Carter Verhaeghe. Put the Cats up 2-0.
Verhaeghe.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Sam Reinhart, far circle, heads down low. Reinhart back behind the net, had it poked away. And as the Sabres try and clear, Byram couldn't get it out. Ekblad, Markov, right circle. Up top, Verhaeghe there. Rich shot, he scores! Through traffic, top shelf, Carter Verhaeghe, 2-0 Panthers.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Whoever would have believed in that guy? Swaggy. Vanecek was between the pipes for his Cats debut. Here's one of his saves.
Benson heading in for Buffalo. Back in front. Save. Vanecek with the right pad on McLeod. What a save that was.
Yeah. No goals given up.
First game shutout.
Yep. He's like, this is so much better than the Sharks.
I'm starting when I see stuff like this and how he struggled all year, and now he's playing for the Panthers and have a shutout.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to believe that back when Bob was 4-goal Bob, it had more to do with the defense in front of him.
Oh, I don't want to hear this. 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 I'm not. No. No backsies, dude.
No.
I had these arguments.
Wait.
You and I fought this to
the
death.
Hold on. Don't confuse my betting trends. I was just riding a 4-goal Bob wait.
Can you just stop? Can you just Leroy stop?
Don't wait.
I'm
You're
not gonna
angry.
no.
Your
I
weekend
want you
is
to stop. Stop acting like you didn't call him a sieve, and now you're like, I'm starting to believe it might have been the system. I told you that when it happened, and you were like, whatever, dude. 4 goals, and that's what it is. I told you this all the time, and you would sit here and said, you're making excuses for your guy. You're making excuses. And now you want to say, perhaps that was hard.
Hey, so let me ask you a question. If the Heat give up fourth quarter leads all the time.
Yep.
Okay. And you want to benefit from it. Throw a little flyer on them giving up a big lead in the fourth quarter. Pays 1,000 to 1 or 1,000 per 100, right? And you do it and you win a couple of times. Both can be true that they're giving up fourth quarters and you're taking advantage of it. Why doesn't matter.
Hold on, dude.
The facts are the facts.
Okay, but the point is,
forget that. Listen, the whole 4-goal Bob thing was great for betting purposes. It was.
You're acting like you just sat here and just like, I said nothing negative about him. I just rode the train.
No, I did not. I did not say that. I didn't say anything negative. Okay, but I will say this,
and
that after a coach change, a system change, it seems like everybody who's in goal seems to do much better than they did in their previous situation or whatever. Now, Bob is great. I'm not disputing that at all. But for you to say all the stuff I was saying was based on me betting 4-goal Bob.
Dude,
that's it.
I'm not going to let you do this, okay? Because when I was sitting here sticking up, when it wasn't easy being a Sergei Bobrovsky fan in this town, people were mad at me. People were mad at me.
I was just merely taking advantage of a trend.
No, I'm not. No. People were mad at me. It's ridiculous. I'm not going to let him do this. Not only is he saying,
wait, Marcos,
you were sitting
Marcos,
here for years.
Marcos. Yep. If he's telling me, if you playing wiggle room for me, then Tobin is wiggle room Yoda.
Dude, this is ridiculous.
Hey, Marcos,
here,
blasting this. I get it from him.
Wait.
Wait. I'm gonna say a phrase, and you tell me who invented this phrase. The facts have changed.
But the facts haven't changed. You just said that the facts haven't changed. Hold on. Wait. Wait.
Perhaps
the defense kind of
Hold on. Marcos, let me say this.
All right.
In defense of me, a hockey novice, the facts have changed. They were giving up 4 goals a game, not or not.
But you're going back and you're relating it to when the facts haven't changed. You're changing to why the facts were the facts back then.
No, the facts were 4 goals.
No, but now you're saying you just got into this by saying perhaps the defense wasn't very good around Bob. Yeah, but and here's what I'm also saying to you: that wouldn't have changed my betting trend. It would just change the reasons why. Matter. You called him a bum. I let you off the hook. Hold on. I let you off the hook. We've had our penance. We've had 2 sit downs with the guy as a radio family. That's fine. I've let you back in to the safe spot, but I'm not going to let you now go back and say, oh, perhaps the reason that it happened were the reasons Tobin said. Ridiculous. What? But isn't that
call him a bum, Leroy? Did you?
I didn't call him a bum.
I
just called him 4-goal bum.
No,
I didn't. Find the tape. Find the tape. I didn't call him a bum.
I will find the tape. I will find the tape.
Find the tape. Find the tape. And we're not talking about AI. Oh, I may have said all those things, but I never called him a bum. Here's what I said, though. Yeah. I'm riding the 4-goal Bob train. Is that not accurate?
Yeah, you rode the 4-goal Bob train, and then when we talk about you winning on the 4-goal Bob train, I don't know why you believe in this bum.
I did not say that. That doesn't sound like me.
You think wait a minute.
Marcos,
That does sound like some
Marcos, there's
Yes.
only one player.
Hmm.
One player that
Yeah.
I've gone out of my way to call a bum.
Eli Apple.
Correct.
Timbo Slice says, I see Leroy didn't give up being full of bleep for Lent.
Oh my good. Find him. Okay. No.
I will find the tape.
Find the tape.
I will find the tape.
Okay.
I will
find the
go
tape.
into the archives from 5-6 years ago, and I will find the tape.
It wasn't 5-6 years ago.
It was, dude. It was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. How long do you think Sergei Bobrovsky's been on the Panthers? 2 years?
No. 5.
This is his 5th year.
Okay.
Year one, you hosed him down.
Wow.
Again, me calling him 4-goal Bob was there should have been a little thing on the bottom of the crawl. It should have said for betting purposes only.
Yeah, but it wasn't for betting purposes. No, it's very personal shots at the man.
I did not.
And
That's
then you
not
were right
the
there.
first
You were right there with Quinville with Drieger. You're like, oh, look at Drieger, he's so big.
Oh my goodness.
You were
like,
such a Drieger fan.
dude, if Drieger walked into my gate and went back and got in my jacuzzi, I wouldn't know who he was.
I'm not gonna stand.
Now all of a sudden you
I'm not
saying
gonna
we
stand
was
for
best
this.
friends.
I'm not gonna stand for this. I'm not gonna.
Okay,
stand
then
for
find the proof.
Wow.
I will.
And if you don't find the proof, I want an apology.
I'm not gonna apologize.
Why?
You already know you're wiggling.
Your charges of what you're saying are not valid. I didn't say those things. But I will say there is nobody who didn't take advantage of 4-goal Bob. I said 4-goal Bob. I said it. I'm admitting to that. It was for betting purposes only.
Dade South says, I made a meme of Tobin holding Bob like a baby because of Leroy.
Yeah, but that's because me called him 4-goal Bob. That's it.
That's all you called him?
Yes.
Okay. That's all you called him.
And me taking advantage of 4-goal Bob, I'm playing a trend. The trend is the trend. I got nothing to do with that. Don't be mad at me. I just played the trend. That's
So
just like.
I just want to be clear here. I just want to be clear. This was our radio show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tobin and Leroy here with you. Panthers lose 5-1 yesterday. Another tough one for Sergei Bobrovsky. And you think your response to only that was, I was just riding the trend, baby.
No.
I was just riding the trend. You
No.
didn't say anything about Bob sucking, being a bum, even when
No.
I said, you
No.
know, Leroy, the defense around him is not very good. It's the
4-goal
worst.
Bob.
in the league.
You know what?
You think that's how you responded?
4-goal Bob. Taking advantage of it, making that money.
That's how you think the segment went.
Yes. But no, first of all, let's be clear. Okay. Your comments about Bob coincide with the access you had to Bob.
That's my guy.
Okay.
But he also was credentialed. He came here a 2-time Vezina winner.
Yes, I'm not. All of this is true. Also true that I played a trend.
Yeah, you played a trend, and now you're playing tricks, acting like you didn't say
No, I'm
anything.
not. Find the tape.
Back after this.
I'm Duncan Robinson from the Miami
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tagovailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys. Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Hour two of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Let's get to headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Doral Hyundai, choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai models in inventory like the Tucson, Sonata, and Palisade. And remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. Heat back on the hardwood tonight against the Charlotte Hornets. Miami's 29-34. 5 games under 500 for the first time this season. Tip-off tonight, set for 7:30. Boots on the ground tonight. Tua's fat now, huh?
Oh, yeah, he is.
I love it.
Mm-mm.
That's what I'm talking
A
about,
lot of
dude.
people
Hey.
are happy about this.
A
and
lot-
I
why?
don't understand.
Why?
Hey, let me tell you something.
I
What?
don't understand this.
First of all, it's the off season.
Mm-hmm.
When football starts, he'll be right.
I think this is right, to be honest with you.
No.
I hated the idea of thin Tua. I never liked the idea of thin Tua. I think it's a terrible decision. He needs more cushion for the pushing throws downfield. And I think that Tua Tagovailoa should be chunky.
First of all, I hate having these conversations with you because you sound ridiculous.
Why?
Bigger doesn't always mean stronger.
It's not about stronger. It's a little bit of beef on his bones to take the hits.
Again, just because you're bigger doesn't mean you can throw the ball better or harder.
Not what I said. Not what I said.
You did.
What
You
I
said
what I want, it has nothing to do with arm strength. One of his problems last year, he got a little too cute. Okay. He had a first full season and he thought, now it's on my terms. I don't like being portly. I want to be thin Tua. I want to be, what does he want to be, Marcos? What, in your words?
Mobile.
Terrible decision.
No way.
Terrible decision.
Nah.
Chunky Tua was a healthy Tua. All right. And everybody was out here saying, nah. Let's get him more agile. Let's have him the wiggle room that he used to have. No, stupid. You need to have him sitting his portly ass right there in the pocket, zinging darts all over the field. I, for one, am happy to see.
you can get bigger without having a beer belly.
Nah, I don't like it. Just have him be him. You know who had a terrible body? Peyton Manning. Didn't run a lick, sat there in the pocket. All right. Body of an accountant. And we never had to see him with his shirt off. Not a problem. This whole getting ripped as a quarterback, terrible idea.
Well,
what does Patrick Mahomes look like?
Oof.
He's dad bod extraordinaire. He's proud of his dad bod. What does he need to look? And now Tua, look at this. Partying on a boat this weekend. He's got the beer belly.
Yeah.
I love it. Keep him healthy, dude. That is the most important thing. This whole running around and scrambling, that's a terrible idea.
Even looking like that, what does he weigh? 215?
Oh.
Yeah, he's still not a big
You know what he
dude.
looks like? At least 15 games. That's what that looks like.
It looks like a freshman 15 right there. Jesus.
I can't get in these conversations with
Why,
you.
dude?
Because you don't make any damn sense.
How does it not make sense? I told you last year. All right, I'm not doing revisionist history like you are doing with like you're doing with Bob.
Mhm.
I said from the jump last year, I hate the idea of a thin Tua because he's going to get out there and run in the pocket, and he's going to get hurt.
So the decision is not his size. The decision is the problem is with his decisions.
Yeah, but here's the problem. No. But here's the problem. His size played into his decisions. You want to know why? Because he felt froggy because he's like, I'm thin now. This means I can go out there and scramble.
Hey, Peyton had to get his neck fused, right?
Yeah, but not till the end.
Okay. So here's the deal. You can get bigger and stronger and gain weight without getting a beer belly. So to associate Tua's size with all the things you're associated with is not real accurate. He don't need to get
it is
a
accurate.
dad bod
It
to
is
put
accurate.
on pounds.
I have the last 2 years. I got fat Tua. I got thin Tua. Thin Tua sucked and always got hurt.
But it was
Fat
the
Tua,
decisions.
50
It's
games
not the
total.
size of Tua.
But here's the thing. When you're that size, you don't think, I got to go out here and run, because you can't, because you run like an armadillo. So he's going to be sitting there in the pocket just be like, well, I can't run. Might as well
Hold
sing
on. Let's pause for a brief station identification, because we're going to let everybody out there picture an armadillo running. Because, wait, Marcos, tell me that's not what you did.
No, I don't even know how they run.
So we going to pause.
Hmm.
Let the fact that you said you want your starting quarterback to run like an armadillo, which has never been said on radio before.
I don't want him to run. I never wanted him to run.
Okay.
Anytime he runs, bad things happen.
So the problem is not with his body. The problem is with his decision making.
Right.
So there.
But it's a false sense of security when he's thin.
Oh my goodness. Boy, your sports logic.
I think my sports logic is sound.
Okay.
Leroy,
right.
I said this last year. I'm not doing the thing where it's like you're changing you always loved Bob. It was all about gambling. I am out here telling you, Marcos was sitting here like a buffoon.
Nope.
On our radio show saying, mobile.
Yeah.
I wanted to be mobile.
I stand by
And
that.
I said,
Yep.
stupid, because he's going to get hurt. Because you want to know why? In the history of Tua, anytime he was mobile, he got hurt.
I learned how to slide.
Again, you're putting it all on the size of Tua.
It is.
And I'm putting it on Tua's decision making. Like, really? Really?
They're not very elusive. They're hit by cars all the time.
I mean, it's basically a big caterpillar or a big snail. What do you call those things? Right. Look at that. So that's what you want Tua to run like.
I don't want him to run at
Or
all.
do you want Tua to have the armor of an armadillo?
I want him to do that too. I want him to get back into the jiu-jitsu dojo, and I want him to get back on his
So,
breakballs and his
can I
rollers.
just point out something? If he goes back to jiu-jitsu,
Yep.
you do realize he's going to get small.
No.
No. He's going to be working out.
No. He just has to work on, first of all, look, we already have the evidence in front of us. He went to jiu-jitsu once a week, okay? He's not going to become a black belt. He needs to work on falls and lands, and that's it. All right? I don't need him to do immense cardio. He needs 30 minutes a week of doing falls, and then I want him to open up the bag of chips so he slows down and he just stays in the pocket. Okay?
You might be the first person in the history of sports talk that would say, I want my quarterback to look more like me.
Yeah. Yeah. I want him on the field. Zinging darts. Throwing BBs.
He needs to make better decisions.
And here's the first one. Don't get thin. Keep partying on the boat. 1, 2, 3 Cancun. I want Tua on the pontoon boat all off season.
By the way, brother, hey, let me correct you right there. That boat he's on ain't no pontoon boat.
A pontoon boat.
That thing got steps
That's
and all kind of stuff. That ain't, and a pontoon boat, if you there with friends, y'all could all be in the same picture. He is a solo artist on that boat cheering other people, and they can't be seen. That's a big boat.
Yeah, that's good.
I like your logic.
My logic is sound. No, my logic is sound, dude.
No,
it's sound.
No, it's not.
It all comes down to availability.
So you're saying that the reason why he was making bad decisions running the football is because he was too thin.
Because it was not only that he was too thin, he had this false sense that now that I am thin, I can move in the pocket and I can get out and make plays and extend plays when he can't.
Okay.
And anytime that he does, he gets hurt.
Let me throw this at you.
Gotta get more mobile.
Here's the part of sports that is hard for people to grasp. That dude's a competitor. If it's 3rd and 2 and he's scrambling, he going and try to get the first.
Cool.
And if he doesn't, people going to have more of a problem with that.
Counterpoint.
Yep.
If you love competing so much, I'd love you to be available for games to compete.
Agreed. But you also want him to try to get that first.
No, not really.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
Marcos,
really.
Listen, I'm
not really.
So if it's 3rd and 2 and 2 is scrambling,
throw it
and
on
he
4th
could
and
possibly get that first.
Or give it to a running back.
And we're past of throwing it to somebody. It's just Tua rolling out.
Look, one of the things
he has hold on, and he has a chance to get the first, and he just throws the ball into the dirt. Are you going to be fine with that?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
No chance.
Yes.
Dude.
I hated him running.
Soft.
I hate him sliding.
Yeah,
I said this
that's what's going to happen.
I hate it. Why are you guys acting like I haven't had these takes?
You still got to play football, though.
He can't. He can't do it. He can't hold up. He's got a baby bird brain. I'm out. That's what happens every single time. Why do we have to act like we haven't watched this guy play football and get hurt like that many, many times?
Not for
I
nothing.
don't like it.
Not for nothing.
That Leroy,
if we have this conversation, another segment, you're going to go through all the farm animals because you call him a baby bird and an armadillo.
He is, dude, the facts are he's fragile. And you need to keep that fragility in a place that is safe. And where is it safe? In the pocket. And him rolling out and making plays is not good for business and not good for Tua.
And
I
would say,
fan. I don't want to see him run.
I would say to you that the first time is 3rd and 2 at a pivotal point in the game. If he doesn't try to get that first, then everybody's going to be on Tua about that.
Well, dude, hey, guess what? The good thing is he's dealt with people being on him the entirety of his career. So the damage is done on that already. Why don't we keep him healthy for 16, 17 games?
Damage is done.
You still got to play football, though.
But Leroy,
he's got to make better decisions in how he goes about it. But you still got to compete.
Okay, but
because at any point in time, if he doesn't try to get a first or try to get a touchdown or whatever, that comes across as this. And here's what we're going to hear. Oh, he got that money. He don't care no more.
Okay, but we know that's not the case because you want to know why?
We know this.
Anybody who says that would be stupid because he got the money last year and he made 2 terrible decisions last year where he threw his neck into Damar Hamlin. Okay, he almost did it 3 times, by the way, on a pick.
Yeah.
He tried to do it again. That was stupid. And then the other one against the Texans where he got crunched by that 300 fella because he was trying to get a first down.
Okay,
stupid. I'm just trying
to bring real to this conversation because I've been in that environment. I've seen how people react to things like this, and I'm telling you, if it's 3rd and 2, and Tua throws it away to protect himself or to not make a bad decision, that he's going to get heat for that.
Who's he going to get heat from? His teammates? Because if anybody gives him heat while they do the meetings that week and they show that highlight, the next one should be Skylar Thompson highlights. And then everybody can remember, you know what, Tua, that was the right call.
No, it's going to be the guys who say,
Nobody thinks like that, though.
Make them think like that.
All right. I'm just, look, again.
Soft.
I'm telling you, as banged up as I've ever been and going onto a football field, when a situation presents itself, I'm trying to compete.
Dude,
even if physically I can't.
But Leroy,
so
why
when you get caught up in the game, you ain't thinking like that.
Well, he needs to be thinking like that because you want to know something. But here's the facts. You can't treat him like other quarterbacks because he can't hold up like other quarterbacks.
But I understand it. I get what you're trying to do. But what I'm saying is this. When you get in that competitive environment, you sometimes forget what you can and can't do. And you're just trying to win. And when you don't make those decisions, I give you a perfect example. We still talking about Cam Newton not diving for that ball.
Yeah.
In the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why not? Why?
Because it was at the Super Bowl and it was one of those things where you're like, he's going after it. But Cam Newton did not have a huge history of head injuries.
Yeah, but again, now we're picking and choosing what
Leroy,
situations look right.
It's not picking and choosing. It's the Leroy. He said last year, I no longer want to be the face of concussions because the facts are he is.
Correct. I agreed. Every time Tua gets hit, everybody starts hyperventilating in Miami.
So why are we acting like this? This guy doesn't have to be treated different and think different on the field. He should. He tried to do it your way last year. Didn't work.
What do you mean he tried to do it my way?
He did. Leroy, what you're saying right now, competing, being a football player,
correct,
getting the extra yard, it is the thing that cost him 2 stints of the season last year doing that.
Correct. I can't say don't know what the answer is because I'm going to tell you from an athlete's perspective. If you ever give the appearance that you are not competing or trying to win, fans will turn on you. That's a fact.
All I'm saying for him, more brewskis, less kale this offseason.
I don't think he was ever eating the kale, brother. I'm gonna just tell you like that. Tua does not look like a kale eater.
What about arugula?
That's the kale family. Right, dude. I got somebody told me they had a salad with arugula and kale in it, and I'm like, listen, instead of spending $12 for that salad, come over to my house. I got something growing in my backyard.
Take a break here on the show. More to come after this.
Welcome to the new week following.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. WQAM invites you to experience every upset, every buzzer beater, and every heart-stopping moment at Odyssey's Buckets and Bets. March 20th to the 23rd. It's presented by Hard Rock Bet. We're transforming the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood into the ultimate college basketball tip-off weekend. Immerse yourself with massive LED screens, beers with your crew, and real-time betting action. VIP tickets and packages are available at Ticketmaster.com. Get all the info at WQAM.com. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 or older and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Got a gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT. Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood. It's sponsored by Gunther Mazda. For car buying done your way, you've got to get to Gunther Mazda. Heat, they're back on the hardwood tonight. They take on the Charlotte Hornets. The Panthers will be back in action tomorrow. They open up a 6-game road trip or a 7-game road trip. 6-game road trip. 6-game road trip in Boston. Obviously, Brad Marchand, that was the big splash going into this. And we got free agency going on. The Dolphins buzz that's out there right now, Leroy, is that they are interested in Joey Bosa.
Nope. Now, hold on. Hold on.
The cheap ski.
Hold on.
Cheap skis.
Hold on. This has nothing to do with Joey Bosa, the player.
Yeah.
But how would you feel about your team signing an injury-prone guy and then he gets hurt and you're without said player?
Par for the course for them, right?
I was going to say.
It's like right up Chris Greer's alley.
That's what we
train you like. So that's why I say no.
Yeah.
So when you see an injury-prone player with that's got a high pedigree, it's almost like the pie on the windowsill.
And to go get an extension.
It's like a pie on the windowsill, and Chris Greer just smells it. He's like, oh, like Bugs Bunny. He's like lured to it.
Injury-prone player.
Here, I'm not against Joey Bosa, but I am against signing an injured player when you have seen what injuries have done to this team the last couple of years. You can't sign up for that. I don't care how appealing it is. I don't care how cheap and affordable it is. Your problem in the last couple of years have had a lot to do with the health of your players. And I'll be damned if you go out and sign a guy who's injury prone. It makes no damn sense.
It makes no damn sense, but it does for this franchise. Like, this is
right.
what they do.
Again, so I'm gonna say this, and I hope it doesn't happen, because I hate when you put a team together and there's injuries because you can't evaluate them. But if you bring Joey Bosa in, even if it's on the cheap skis, and he ends up sitting out 7 or 8 games because of injury, which he's done the last couple of years, then what? You already got Chubb coming back.
Yeah.
You don't know when Jalen's coming back. And then your solution to that is get rid of all the healthy guys and sign the broke down ones.
About Von Miller. He got cut by the Bills.
Ooh, we can definitely.
No. Have you seen? No.
Had more sacks than Joey Bosa last year.
Okay.
How much?
Can I just say this?
Kick the tires.
At this point in time, the Dolphins would do better with players with less of a pedigree, but more available. Does that make any sense to anybody, or you just want to sign the big names?
I'm just letting you know he's out there, dude.
No. I would like you to answer the question because I know you.
What do you mean? I didn't even say I wanted Joey Bosa.
You hear a name, dude could have been a Hall of Famer 5 years ago, but you hear that name, you don't even know if he's still playing football. I want him.
Von Miller's got credentials, dude. He's got credentials.
Yes, he
does.
does.
I think Von Miller could still go, in the right system, he could still go get you 8 sacks.
Juice in the tank.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
8 specialty situations, because we know it's like if you're talking pass rush.
Wait. Another point that needs to be made. Okay. This team does not need part-time players. They need full participants.
I gotcha.
So, you
I look at it-
understand what has plagued this team the last 2 years, and your solution is go get another one to do the same thing?
In the ilk of a Calais Campbell, you know?
Listen, there ain't no other Calais Campbells that can do it that long, that well. Stop making it sound like everybody can do that. Right? There's certain guys in this in all of the all leagues that have led people to believe that if he could do it, our guy could do it too. And you extend them and it doesn't work. So stop.
RVA Richard says we need offensive line. I'm agreeing on that. I'm just letting you know what the reports are. They reportedly have strong interest in Joey Bosa. Why am I getting yelled at?
Because you get that look. Like
I don't have that look.
Yes,
I'm not that
you
into
do.
Joey
Hey,
Bosa.
Marcos,
It's that look.
it's
dude.
like we walking down the street and he smells donuts. That's what it is.
That's not me.
Yes, it is.
On break, he was like, Joey.
Leroy, we got a fun event coming up here. You love the golf.
I do.
Tell the
I
people
do.
what we got coming up here with
So,
Live.
It is tournaments like this were made for Florida. We like to party. We love to golf. We golf all year round. And Live Golf is coming back. We went last year. It was awesome. It's Return to Trump National, April 4th through 6th. And because of the Blue Monster, they're going big. Here's some of the people that are going to be there. John Rahm, Bryson DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka, last week's winner, Sergio Garcia. Not only that, they have huge DJ sets, epic street food, and you know they're going to give you a concert. Scott Punk legend Sublime is headlining. Grab your tickets at livegolf.com. That's livegolf.com.
WQAM
Is Twitter down?
I don't know why.
Can somebody in the chat let me know if Twitter's down? Because
Is Twitter down, everyone?
Not the time. NFL free agency starting in 10 minutes.
Wow.
I need
It's not
juicy deals.
It's only the tampering period.
Twitter's down. Twitter's down, everyone.
What do you mean? So what? The deals are all going to be done. Like, you know how this works.
My Twitter works.
You sure?
Twitter's down.
You're not the person I really want to trust.
Yeah, don't trust him at all.
I'm on Twitter right now. I'm going through Twitter right now.
He's right. He's on Twitter, the old one. He hasn't updated his phone. Everyone else on X right now, according to the news journal, 16 minutes ago, users report multiple X outages on Monday morning.
I think it is out. It came back for a second. It's like in and out right now. You know, maybe if Elon Musk wants to actually do his job and not his fake jobs, walking around town with his chainsaws. Elon,
yeah,
maybe your ass could get to work with making your little. By the way, did the spaceship blow up this weekend?
It did blow up this week.
My son saw a UFO this weekend.
Everyone says that. Even my former host of Power 96, Lucy Lopez, my cousin, did a whole story about the UFO she saw. Fortunately, it was not a UFO. I don't think.
I think it was a UFO.
Well, maybe it was a UFO.
What if? Hold on, hear me out.
All right.
Starship blew up.
Yes.
What if the UFO blew it up?
Wow. What if there was no starship? And they just want you to think that.
I don't know. But my son was on the football field and he goes, "Hey, Dad, it's a UFO." I was like, "All right, whatever, kid." And then I saw these tweets about UFO.
Yeah. So you didn't even look? You just hit him with the whatever, kid?
Dude, he tells me dragons are real. Like, I don't tell him. I can't go off of everything the 9-year-old is going to tell me is happening on. He says UFO. I'm like, all right, cool, kid. And then, like, I looked on Twitter and it was like trending all over the place. UFO. I was like, whoa. So I missed out.
Drew Starr reports UFO and you believe him, huh?
If Drew Starr did put it out, yes. But that's why I got him on notice.
Okay. Drew Starr, you've made it, my friend. So what do we do? What do we do with the NFL free agency?
Right now, we need Leroy to hand out his game balls and game bums. Then we'll figure it out. What do you got, Leroy?
Leroy, what you got?
All right. So my game bums, there has been no team that has frustrated me, angered me, and pissed me off more than Miami Heat. And this weekend, it came to a head. And I think I would have done something or said something, even going on Twitter, but Tobin beat me to it. So I just laughed at him, called him an idiot, while knowing I was going to do the same damn thing.
Why was I an idiot?
You're the extremes of how you are with your teams.
I'm not extreme.
I'm not extreme. I'm not extreme at all. So when I get to the point that I'm at, then you need to know it's really bad.
I love the loss. You know, I'm ready to. I'm fully engaged in that. This is the only explanation. It's the only explanation. Is Spo, you know, they have a level of pride the organization has to keep up because they don't believe in tanking. So you got to make it look good.
So here's the problem, though. I've been on teams that didn't have a winning record, and at the end of the year, the coach would say this: we were either tied or it was a one-score game going into the fourth in 7 of our games.
Mm-hmm.
Would say that all the time. Drove me crazy. Because that means you're not good enough to play 4 quarters, whatever the reasons are.
Mm-hmm.
So they get my game ball because they frustrate me the most.
Game ball or your game bum?
Game bum. Sorry. My game ball. Bum! And I don't know how this man is doing it. I don't know how he continues to add not just players. I'm talking about bangers. I'm talking about guys who have led teams. We got like 8 captains on our team now from other teams, right? But what he has done, and keep in mind, soon as I heard the deal, You know what everybody said to me?
Mm.
He been playing Florida Panther hockey his whole career anyway. Might as well play for the Panthers.
People said that to you?
Yeah.
Who said that to you?
People, dude. People. Wait, let me tell you something. Marcos, -1 to the fraud. The same people that tell you stuff.
-1.
I got people too. The same people tell you stuff. They told me stuff too. No.
Well, I actually believe you. I believe you.
Don't you dare what people. The same people that tell you stuff.
That's Leroy's hockey people?
Yeah. It's not you. God forbid I should ask Brendan Tobin a hockey question.
Wow. He's lashing out, dude.
So I've been so impressed at how this guy has added talent to this team. It is amazing.
Yep.
And here's the kicker. Some people add, like, for example, Golden State added Jimmy to make them competitive.
Still don't lose that team, by the way.
Right? Bill Zito's already won, and he's added 2 studs before the trade deadline. So it's amazing. I'm like, yeah, he got to get my game. Like, I would give it to the Panthers because they've been playing really good. But Bill Zito, he need the goodness.
So chill too. He's just like, we see him. Oh, he's so chill. I mean, like not when they lose, he throws a water ball against the wall. But like when he's on these press tours or he's talking to he's just so.
You know why? Because he sits his cantaloupes on the table, and he don't have to do nothing.
Mm-hmm. Well done, Leroy. That is Game Balls and Game Bums. Take a break. Get you caught up with a lot of things, including Erik Spoelstra lying to us. That's next.
Midday sports and silly sauce.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Got a giveaway for you. J-Fig and her favorite metal band, Pantera. Whoa. It's coming to, I think, Financial Amphitheater in September, and we're giving you a pair of tickets to see him. For details on how you can win, we'll listen to J-Fig whenever she shows up.
That's true. She'll tell you. She will let you know.
Whatever that is, dude.
Even I've heard of Pantera. They do that song. Death. Yes, of course.
Yes. Is that Pantera?
No.
That's
sure?
Death Whistle, if I'm not mistaken, by Pantera.
They do Jump. Isn't that their song?
No, that's not.
Who are they?
No, they don't.
Who does Jump?
Is that
Nah.
no. Van Halen? There you go.
Oh, Van Halen.
Oh, Van Halen. Pantera does Walk. Not
What
Jump.
is that?
I don't know. It's a song 15 years ago. Whoever is a Pantera fan, listen to this. It's
I'm a
like-
Pantera fan. I'm a Florida Pantera fan.
Whoa.
No, you
Almost
Pantera, you
Yes.
Pantera bread fan.
Whoa.
Panera Bread?
Hold on.
You just said Pantera Panthers or Florida Panteras or whatever you just said.
-1. Nice try, though. And also, by the way,
I was going to say.
that's fat shaming.
That's
No, it's not.
That's what I was going to say, dude.
No, it's not.
That's what I was
No,
going
it's
to
not.
say, dude.
I was staying on
That
topic.
is what I was going to say, dude.
I was
It.
no, I was on topic.
Sir. That is fat shaming 101.
Wow.
You got to do some Hail Marys, dude. You better do some Hail Marys. You better get right with God. You just couldn't help yourself. 6 days in. Got him. Woo! Let's just punch him out of first base. Got him. Woo! You might as well just call it a lent, dude, because you're not going to hold it. You couldn't even last a week.
Come on, Leroy.
Couldn't
Friends
even
like,
last
I'm
a week.
surprised I like. First of all, that wasn't fat shaming.
What do you mean that wasn't?
That wasn't.
Really? You want to apologize?
No.
All right. Leroy Horde, the lent breaker.
Nope. That wasn't fat shaming.
Oh, okay. What was it?
My comments had nothing to do with your size.
Really?
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 Who can we have review this?
We don't have to review it. It's an obvious fat shame. The Lord has reviewed it. After review, that's a clear fat shame by Leroy Horde. That's going to cost him a timeout. No further challenges for the next 40 days. Watch out, Portlease. He's coming after you. He's already got me. Couldn't even make it a full week.
Anyone in Panera right now?
And by the way, I bet you fat shamed the people from the beach too. You just didn't tell us about it.
No, I didn't go to the beach.
No, when you got back and heard about the chunkies from the beach.
No, I didn't make no comments.
I bet you had a little snicker, a little punt.
Woo! Man. Gotta review the footage again.
Of course you do.
We don't have to review the footage. Leroy,
Okay.
you know what you did. 40 days, couldn't even make it 40 hours. Before you fat shamed Tobin about loving Pantera bread.
Which, by the way, while we're here, that's a point. Let's not kid ourselves as well. That is also a point.
But also a -1 for breaking his deal with the Lord.
Hey,
I was not fat shaming. I was merely just adding to the.
What were you doing then? Do tell. Why would you make a food joke? What were you doing? Do tell.
going from Pantera to Panera, pretty good. But of course,
I did go to Pantera Bread this weekend, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah.
They don't serve real food there.
They really don't.
Not really a fan.
Tomato soup.
Soup in a sandwich? What is this?
I'm
is
always
this?
a little weirded out by people that like tomato soup and grilled cheese.
Okay,
Why are you weirded
That's
out by it?
that's
It's a
pretty
delicious
good, man. It's
combo.
really
No,
good.
it's not.
What?
It's not.
I don't know. Does he fat shame? His parable food takes continue.
Uh-oh. Look, Dope and Dizzy says it was wordplay. I'm with you, Leroy. The wordplay clause of 2003. I forgot. How can I forget? Wordplay. Cheddar broccoli. That's good.
No.
What?
Cheddar
What are
broccoli
you,
soup.
bunny rabbit?
No.
Anyway,
comments.
headlines are. You don't have to. You might as well just cut it loose for the rest of
Nope.
Lent. You couldn't even
Nope.
last. You're done.
Nope.
You're done. We're waving off the fight.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm not really a soup guy. I'm more of a salad guy.
Now you're just messing with me.
Can't last. Look, he can't wait.
I'm not. I'm telling you.
Headline. I mean, you already did, dude. It's over.
No, I was
It's
not.
over.
No,
It's over.
I was not
It's
fat shaming you.
Sure. Okay.
I wasn't.
He's outside in the
You were
restaurant.
you were shaming my favorite sandwich shop?
You just said you don't like it.
I don't.
Intangible.
Like that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, what was your point? Well, then what was your play there?
Maybe
I was just adding to the you made it funny, and I was trying to make it funny. I wasn't calling anybody fat though. Just trying to make it funny.
Maybe it was intangible.
Knock knock.
Who was there?
God, seeing Leroy break his covenant.
Wow.
Leroy.
Leroy. Couldn't even make it a week, could ya? Headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai.
Feel dirty.
Doral Hyundai, choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai miles in inventory at the Tucson, Sonata, and Palisade. Remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. A man who's probably got to get right with God, the basketball gods, Erik Spoelstra. He's beside himself. This was him after the loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. This was the first of 2 losses this weekend. And he keeps doing this thing that's driving Heat fans nuts, which is he keeps saying that the turnaround is right there, Heat fans. Like, the positive things are happening. And this was him after the Timberwolves loss. This is what he had to
We
say.
had some opportunities, some decent looks. I actually thought our execution down the stretch was pretty good. That's better, than it has been in some of these fourth quarters. We didn't knock down, some of these shots that you just have to make. But the process was better. And defensively, I really commend our guys. They're really laying it out there. Really competing, making great efforts. It's inspiring, to watch. Even with this result, I hope Heat Nation and the fans can really appreciate how hard our guys are competing. And we ain't going anywhere. We're going to get this right. I know it seems like, we're constantly saying that after the game, but
because you are,
these experiences are going to harden us, steel us until we get this breakthrough that, I feel like our locker room deserves.
Oh, dude, trust me, Spo. You couldn't harden me anymore, dude. Like, I feel like a Galapagos tortoise. I really do. Like, I can't take any more of it. Like, what do you mean that these experiences are going to harden us? They're going to steal us. The only thing you're stealing from me is my soul and my joy. You have taken my joy. Much like you took Jimmy's joy, you've taken my joy. I know it feels like I'm saying that after every game. Yeah, because you are. Heat Nation, we're not going anywhere. What is it, a threat? We're not going anywhere, guys. We know.
Please go somewhere.
A mere 24 hours later, let's hear from Erik Spoelstra after he loses to the Bulls.
I mean, we've been battling, for several games, and I really liked, a lot of the things that were going on, even in some of these losses. Today was a regression, for one night. We have the competitive character. We're going to bounce back. But we had some of these things bubble up again. We know what they are. Some of the missed shots, poor decisions offensively that would lead to, lack of focus defensively. Where, we're at our best when it doesn't matter what's going on. We can defend and get multiple stops, and that kind of fuels our offense, fuels our confidence. We had a little bit of that bubble back into the game. Coming out of timeouts where we have a chance to push a lead to double digits, where they would come storming back. At halftime we didn't come out ready. And I felt like that was behind us. With that said too, I felt like I didn't do a good job, with managing the minutes. I went into the game thinking that we need some speed and a little bit more of the energy boost, and we got to that lead, and so I thought, we would try to extend it. But I think, nobody in the locker room is going to make an excuse. Our main guys are not going to make an excuse about it. But I felt like there was, some fatigue in that fourth quarter. And if I could have gotten them a little bit more of a break, at some point during the game, I think we would have had enough of a boost, to finish this off. But that's on me, and that's I have to do a better job for this team.
Jesus.
I mean, he said it.
Tired of them saying it, though.
What do we need to say?
Just disgusted. Got Tobin dressing like a Vietnam vet. In shambles, dude.
No, but he was even crazier at this point. Like, we got to get can you get the clip? He said something about demons. And I'm like, demons? He goes, we're going to get rid of these demons. I was like, you need a priest. You need to exercise this season. Like, this season is unholy, and it feels like a demon is gripping them in the fourth quarter. And it is crazy that we're here. And he's just like, yeah, I felt a regression. Spo, dude, respectfully. Regress to what? You guys have lost 3 straight, 4 out of 5, and the 1 win is against the Wizards. Regress to what? That's the same.
Can I just
That's
say,
not regression. That's consistency.
So I'm an idiot when it comes to coaching. So I have idiot means to determine how I would play guys, right? When I get in these moments in the game where it looks like we're losing a grasp of it, here's what old Dumbo would do. And I'm speaking of myself. I would look at that stat sheet and I would take the 5 guys that have a plus rating and put them in. Who cares what the matchups are? Who cares what these guys are playing the best at this given moment in time? And I would just see how it plays out. Because guess what? The way things are playing out ain't working. And you got all those numbers that you're using anyway, along with your team has to be really good to match up. Small, big, or whatever. When you're not that, you just put your best players out there and have them go ball. End of discussion. I don't care if you're tall, small, big, round. It don't matter. But to have your greatest deterrent on your team sitting on the bench while a team scores 35 plus points is not healthy. It's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for Tobin.
Mm-mm.
And there ain't nothing you could say after the fact that would get me other than Khalil being hurt. There is nothing you could say to me that would change my mind when a team scores 30 plus 40 points in a quarter and you score 10. That would say to me, Khalil can't be a deterrent for that. Nothing. So we can sit back and we can talk positive and we can say whatever. But when it gets to crunch time, you need the guys who are going to help you win the most in the game. And if they're not in the game, then I'm wondering what is your plan here? And that's where I am. That's where I am. Tobin's probably a little nicer with it. Tobin's probably a little nice with it because you have a better,
I think he sounds ridiculous.
better grasp of it.
I mean,
but
no,
I am
I
sick.
think everything you're saying is sound. I think it's ridiculous, and I think that
what are you coaching? You don't have the big three. You ain't got the big three. You're trying to win games. And you got your best players sitting on the bench when the team is going willy-nilly up and down the court. Call a timeout. Say, hey, I know your breathers are normally longer, but these guys are competitors. I need you to go in there and help me win. Okay, coach, I got you. Ain't got time for normal rest. You short-handed. We got to go.
Take a break.
All this damn planning and matchup, and you ain't good enough to match up. Who you matching up with?
You think the rant is going to end?
Matching up. We a little more speed. Who cares? Sometimes you ain't got speed like the other team. You got to be big and abusive.
Also, you got to match up against bulls we've never heard of.
Hey, I tell you what, it might have helped if you had somebody. Why did you think you had to put an intangible on Giddey?
I'll tell you what, Giddey swatted the hell out of Boy Wonder.
Dude. Like, okay, it took me 3.2 seconds, which is the amount of time that they leave on the shot clock when they chuck up a 30-footer. But that's beside the point. It took me 3 seconds to figure out that you better get somebody else on Giddey. Tyler ain't that guy.
Giddy up.
You know who said that this weekend? On the air was Karate.
Did he?
He said giddy up, and I'm like, this mother. Wait till the next time we see.
I
say, hey, Karate, we ain't got time for games and jokey jokes right now. It's too serious. What are we doing?
Don't lash out at Karate.
I mean, I don't need him to tell jokey jokes. Giddy up while he scored 30 plus.
Why does his hair look like that too?
I don't know, because he's 6'8" and can't nobody see it.
It sticks out like the nutty, like Einstein. Like if Einstein had young hair.
He scored 30.
And had a triple-double.
And had a triple-double. A triple-double. You know that Tyler had a triple-double. He ain't have a triple-double. Because for some reason, Spo thought that if he kept putting Tyler in there, his defense was going to get better. He is who he is. He's a scorer. You got a defender.
Kind of peaks since being named an all-star, huh?
Huh?
What?
No, he ain't peak. Just saying, like Tyler guarding Giddey is ridiculous. I would trust that Kalel could keep his feet in front of Giddey more than Tyler Hero.
I would agree with that.
But you know where he can't keep his feet in front of him?
The bench.
Correct. See? Great minds think alike.
It doesn't eradicate what you did at the start of the segment, though.
I didn't fat shame.
I can even see your face. You feel guilty about it.
No, I don't.
You do.
I wasn't fat shaming. I was just adding to the conversation.
I know you're telling.
I was just adding to the conversation. I'm serious. I was not trying to fat shame anybody. Nobody. I was just adding to the.
Guilty
sounded like it fit pretty good right there.
Mm-hmm. Why did it fit good?
Huh?
What?
See?
Back after this.
I'm already mad.
Here we go again. Bad Boy South. Get on Field USA.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy back with you here, 560 WQAM. Hey, Leroy, can we get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm? YourAccidentAttorney.com. Free consultation 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Demesman and Dover. All you need. It is mostly cloudy with a very strong breeze out there. I'm saying around 20 miles an hour out of the southwest. Look for some showers later. And I would say it's about 80 degrees.
Very frustrating right now because
I never get frustrated over sports. I get frustrated with you.
Look, I want to be clear about something, okay? I'll forgive you for fat shaming me because you broke your covenant with God. You have forgiveness from me. Him up there?
I didn't fat shame you. And no way, shape, and form was that meant to suggest.
Right, now you're taking liberty. You can't say.
Look at me.
No way,
Tobin. I am serious. I only said that because, hey, there's a story that sounds just like it. That's it.
I'm a Pantera. I'm a Florida Panthera fan.
Whoa.
See, no,
Vamos
Pantera.
Yes.
You're Pantera bread fan.
Whoa. Panera bread? Hold on.
Yeah, you just said Pantera, Panthers.
Nah.
Or
you knew what you said.
Right. I was just adding to your.
Why would you bring up?
I was not at no.
Listen,
Why
do I like Pantera?
This is the honest truth. At no point in time, because we just had the tomato soup conversation.
Nope, that came after.
Nope. Did it? Oh, okay.
You've been doing a lot of lying today.
Wow. This is not a good look.
A lot of lying today,
dude. This is not a good look.
A lot of lying today, dude. A lot of lying. Anyway, no, the reason I'm frustrated is because Twitter's broken and I want my NFL news. I want it.
That's true.
Fix it, Eli.
My Twitter's working. Who do you want me to put on notice? See,
I have Barry Jackson on notice, and I know that Braxton Berrios is a Texan.
Barry.
Oh wait, no, that's okay.
Jackson.
What?
Yeah, we can get new Braxton Berrios.
All right. What?
Yeah, you know.
Who's new Braxton Berrios? Is it Malik Washington new Braxton Berrios?
No. You know, came from the game.
Oh, Restrepo. That would be fun.
How late do you think he's going to get drafted? How early do you think he's going to get drafted, though?
I don't know.
Third round.
I don't know.
You think he's a third rounder?
I think that's the earliest he gets drafted.
Okay.
He's good, though. That's going to be a steal, whoever picks him up.
You got any Barry Jackson tweets?
Come on. What's Barry saying?
I'm waiting for it to load.
What's the sports?
That's
button?
the point. It's Libra. That's
no.
the point.
No, listen. I'm going to send you pictures. I'm on Twitter. It's just sometimes it's a little slow.
That's the point, dude. It's broken. Like it's coming through. It's coming through slow, like 4 tweets in like a batch of 4 minutes. It's not
okay.
It doesn't work. Like that's the point.
All right.
It's crazy today. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Oh, what just happened? She's just gonna what?
She's just rolling into. She's laughing at Leroy.
Okay. Right.
I'm sorry, I am laughing at Leroy.
Why?
What have you been laughing?
Twitter's working. It's just a little slow. Yes, Leroy. Yes, it is.
I'm sorry.
That is the thing. You can't drop any bombs without Twitter working, right? You can't have any Shams bombs or anything.
I think the bombs are working, but I don't know if anybody is like.
You think he cut funding?
No.
You think he cut funding for Twitter?
I don't know. Certainly feels like it. Does this mean I have to download that Blue Sky?
Oh.
What's Blue Sky?
It's like it's like the other version of Twitter.
Are they still doing that one?
When everybody was like, we're gonna boycott, we're gonna leave Twitter, and I'm like, you guys say this every time. You said you were gonna do the same thing for Threads.
I was gonna say, what about Threads? Are people posting on that?
I don't know if people do that. Let's see. Yeah, not working. I got some tweets.
You know what though? Why is Schefter's working though? Why is Schefter like his stuff is still intact?
Maybe he's behind it.
Braxton Berrios got a 1-year, $2 million deal from the Texans, according to reports. Free agent defensive tackle B.J. Hill is signing a 3-year, $33 million contract, 16 guarantee with the Bengals. Let's see. According to Barry Jackson, the Dolphins are expected to be interested in former San Francisco 49ers linebacker Dre Greenlaw.
Ooh, he's good. You know what, though? I'm doing that name thing again. I don't know if he's good. I just know his name.
Adam Schefter says Washington has reached an agreement with former 49ers and Jets defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw.
Oh, I don't know anything about him. But I just love free agency.
But this is kind of what it is. Like, the bigger names are going to get more, notice, but it's actually the other guys, the young guys that you put in a situation like the linebacker that the Eagles signed that was a special teamer, all of a sudden became an all-pro. Like, those are the guys.
Just very frustrating. Fix Twitter, Elon Musk.
Yeah, bum.
Like, first of all, you want to know what annoys me about this? All right. You stupid Teslas, right? You can't get your rockets to work. All right.
True.
Your Teslas, you driving themselves with their robot driving right into medians. And now your stupid website, which you just bought at a petty, doesn't even work anymore, dude.
Completely ruined it. He really completely ruined that.
Ruined it.
The Chiefs got a left tackle.
Oh, Chiefs lost to one receiver too. Son Reddick.
Jonathan Allen is visiting with the Vikings. Khalil Mack.
Oh, okay. Look, I go for names, but a Khalil Mack, come on.
100 years old.
But if you kick the tire.
You just said, you're into Khalil Mack, but not Von Miller.
No, I'm just reading about him. I didn't say I was interested in him. He signed with the Chargers anyway. 1 year.
Tank.
Khalil Mack went back to the Chargers?
Yeah, 1 year, $18 million.
Are you still going down the Twitters?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Man. Take a break. We'll mix things up on the other side.
Let's do it.
I always love Miami. South Beach.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. What's up, Leroy?
You want some updates?
Sure.
So
are they new updates? Because you told us in the chat you have updates for
last couple of days.
I don't need updates from 2 days ago. I need updates up to the minute. Now I opened up threads. Like who I don't need to know what happened 2 days ago.
So, but this all Devontae Adams.
Dude, that happened. Okay,
I know
yesterday, dude.
Again.
No, where to go?
Right. I'm just reviewing all of the stuff, and then you tell me what.
He's doing his best.
Yeah.
What about this Myles Garrett?
I'm on Threads. Threads is working.
Look at that. Threads is the new thing.
Here's the big money deals. Josh Allen, Munyon.
Oh.
6 years, 330.
Yesterday.
DK Metcalf, 5 years, 150.
Yesterday.
We did Myles Garrett and Devontae Adams.
So you have no updates. Is what you're saying.
Nothing new.
Chiefs signed Nick Bolton.
All right.
Patriots. Harold Landry.
I love this guy. I want you to know.
Who?
Leroy?
Aaron Jones got $10 million a year from the Vikings.
Yep. These are all guys that stayed though. Like these are you could have re-signed guys yesterday. That's why I'm
correct. But we did not do a show yesterday.
Yeah, but the point stands. Like we're still stuck here with Twitter not working.
So I have a question. Here's where you know where the quarterback situation is with teams. The Steelers continue to talk to Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. And Aaron Rodgers has emerged as a quarterback option. That's your 3 choices?
Yeah.
All right.
That's your choices, dude. I mean, you knew that though. Like it's not like great shakes for the Steelers right now.
Right. But I don't know why they would re-sign any one of the 2 guys they had. They've already seen what they have.
I guess just if you felt like you got a decent deal on one of them, that's probably the way it's going to go.
Right.
But let's get a good deal here and mix it on up, dude. What do you got for us today, Froggy?
I want to start with a winner. A winner of games, a winner of hearts, and a winner of trades. That is Billiam Zito. That's what I call him. Yep.
You mean William?
Nope.
I remember
it's Billiam.
Yeah. That's what I call him.
I remember that Michael Beasley did that with Bill Walker. He would call him Billiam. He goes, "Does anybody call him that?" He goes, "I do."
Well, that's it. Beasley has spoken.
What did Bill Zito have to say?
Well, after pulling off the biggest trade in hockey, we get some details on what goes on behind the scenes.
Ooh. Breaking news.
Okay.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh!
Staying with the Rams.
Okay.
Jimmy G. Free agency.
Are you okay, Marcos?
Just thought we were getting a handsome man in our backfield.
Nope. He's not mobile though. Why would you want him?
Handsome.
But he is injury.
He wants him for the name.
Wait. Again, my whole argument with all of this is if your problems are injured players, don't go sign injured players.
People get injured. Gotta forgive Leroy.
Clip that. I remember that next time something happens.
Yeah, OBJ sucker.
You fell
Bill
for
Zito. I totally fell for it. What goes on behind the scenes of a Marchand kind of trade?
I don't know what happened. It did happen late. So I've said this a couple times. When you do the pro scouting, obviously, you know who Brad Marchand is, right? And you played against him, and you know him inside out. But our pro scouts, and I think today is also a celebration of the work these men have done. We've built this through pro scouting, and it's tireless. It's controversial. Our meetings are nothing short of a brawl sometimes, but it's passionate people who care about the Florida Panthers, who want to win, who work their tails off, and who are pretty bright. So in the course of your pro scouting, you're constantly evaluating, you're filing reports, and you're ranking, and you could call any GM in the league, I suspect, I'm pretty sure, and ask them about any player in the league, and within a minute, they'll tell you everything you want to know about that player, what their team thinks about him, his strengths, his weaknesses. And so it's an ongoing narrative for each player, and that's our job.
Man, that sounds like a man who just got done wheeling and dealing. Wheeling and dealing.
Those are all smoke screens, you know? He doesn't want you to know.
He goes, you could call up any GM, and they could tell you about the rest of the league. But they don't got the nuts to make the move, dude.
Is that what
they don't got the stones to make the move. Cat Talk there, by the way, brought to you by Hollywood Kia. Hollywood Kia, the number one Kia dealer in all of Florida. Get the star treatment we want to see in a Hollywood Kia. Visit them online at hollywoodkia.com. What else you got in the mix bag, dude?
I got something that every fan wishes they could do sometime, you know? Got yourself in a bit of a tight game.
Mm-hmm.
You see something going to the review, you're right next to the refs, you got a little extra money. Maybe you're going to do what this fan here did. We have a Sharks fan, as you can see here, trying to bribe the referee with $100 bill.
Wow.
Look at that.
You want to know something, though?
Yeah.
That's a good fan simply because the Sharks suck. So the idea that a Sharks fan is still trying to bribe the referee, a good fan.
They're trying to review whether or not this was a goal, and it seemed like this fan wants.
Do you have any idea if it upheld?
The fan, unfortunately, it was upheld. The fan did not bribe the ref. It's not easy.
Hey, wipe that off.
And he kept it too. So
just very, very kind of him. I love how he gives like the no. Well, please don't allow this to go. Just come on, take it. $100 though, you know.
I love how he didn't fold it or anything. Like he made sure everyone saw.
Gotta let him know
what he was offering.
How much as a ref do you think it would take for you to reverse a
to
call?
take a bribe?
To take a bribe of some sort.
How much does a referee make?
I guess that's right per level, because if it's a peewee basketball game, I'll take $20. But if we're talking about like a real game of some sort,
Stolen McRib says, Tobin, you're at the game. Start bribing the refs. Dude, they don't let you near the refs. They have police escort, and a lot of them. They got like six police surrounding those officials. And you better not talk to them. Otherwise, they're going to fine you $50K.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me, Bam. Oh, I can't ref.
Even if for
such
some
a baby. Imagine Bam Adebayo. That man intimidated you to the point where you're like, oh, I need him fined. Oh. You rat, you weasel, going and whining to the league. Fine, Bam. Oh, okay, really?
Jeez.
I'm sorry. Did he give you an atomic wedgie? What a loser that referee is.
You're gonna cause him to find him again.
Oh, he was so menacing in front of me. Oh God, get over yourself. You sit here, you do your technical fouls, and what is supposed called histrionics out there, and you have the audacity, and may I say the audacity to fine a gentleman in Bam Adebayo because you wanted to talk about my calls. Oh no! When he said the F word.
He didn't even. The confrontation wasn't even that. Like, there's two things. There's two triggers that piss another man off to the point of irateness. One, when you say these words to somebody, it never happens. When was the last time you said to somebody, calm down, and the situation got calm?
0.0.
Yes. And when was the last time you didn't have a confrontation if you turned your back to a grown-ass man and said, I'm not even talking to you? So
This threads need to get it together.
Oh.
So while we sitting here talking about Bam, and while they're saying Bam's been inappropriate, refs, aren't they trained to kind of calm a situation down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like,
so how does turning your back do anything other than
he
damn
knows he
near
can just
incite a
walk-
riot?
because he knows he can just walk in that tunnel with his 6 policemen, walk back to his office. He never has to deal with Bam
Right.
until the next game. And then once the game starts, he can call technicals on him. So he has no consequences.
That's my point, though.
Oh,
and I'm not saying I'm not, because here, because he could have very well did this. Okay, Bam, I'll have this conversation with you. You need to calm down. We'll talk like men. And that's it. And you have a conversation about it. Okay. But I would say this. We get on athletes for being either sensitive or moody or whatever, right? But you see how some of these officials call texts and why they call technical fouls and all this stuff. Didn't Tyler get a technical for bouncing the ball? Or
Yes.
somebody got a technical, he grabbed the ball and then tossed it behind his back, and the ref like left it there like, what are you doing, tech? It was a crazy thing. So while we sitting here talking about players in these environments, in these competitive environments, let's look at these officials and say, well, what are you doing to help with that?
What else you got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
One of the big games this weekend was Lakers versus Celtics. Number 2 in the East versus number 2 in the West. Was a blowout for a lot of the games. Lakers made it competitive. LeBron, unfortunately, exited the game with an injury. But Luka, after the game, talked about the possibility of facing the Celtics in the finals for a second straight year. This is Luka.
Yeah, I mean, they have amazing team, amazing players. Especially here, it's very tough to play and very tough to beat them. But yeah, obviously it comes to mind, my first final when you don't want to lose it. But that's what happens, so obviously it comes to mind sometimes. Yeah, I mean, they have amazing team, amazing players. Especially here, it's very tough to play and very tough to beat them.
I mean, as an opportunity.
But you can't have that guy be the face of your franchise. He smokes hookah and he drinks beer.
You don't want to lose it.
Keep him
That's
around.
what happens, so obviously it comes to mind sometimes.
Where do I sign up for Luka? Because there's 30 teams in the NBA. 29 of them would take Luka in a heartbeat.
Yep. How's it going over there in Dallas, by the way? Going good? What happened?
You saw my boy Clay.
No, don't bully him.
What was that?
Did you see what Klay Thompson did, Leroy?
No.
He just
made up a move.
Jackie Mooned it. He was just dribble, and at the end of the shot clock, he just passes it across the court to his teammate with no time. The horn went off during the pass. Crazy.
Oh, and they were close? It was a close game?
I don't remember what the score was at the time, but he just, Clay is obviously miserable right now. He's got no teammates.
I'd say the only person who may be more miserable than Heat fans, seeing what's going on with the Warriors, has to be Klay Thompson.
Probably.
I mean,
he's like, oh, you guys gave how much to Jimmy Butler sight unseen? Oh well, they turned out to be right.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That is the mixed bag. Final hour coming on up. We're back with more after this.
WQAM.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy back with you here, 560 WQAM. Let's get the headlines. Brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Doral Hyundai, choose over 1,300 new Hyundai miles in inventory at the Tucson, Sonata, and Palisade. And remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. Miami Dolphins free agency has begun. Pretty quiet so far. Nothing much to report. Braxton Berrios is a Houston Texan. Jimmy Garoppolo, for those interested in the backup QB market, is sticking with the Rams. That's kind of like the big thing of today. No big splashes. No news on Javon Holland. No Joey Bosa updates for everybody. Twitter is down, so that is making things a pain in the ass. I got threads going. I just signed up for this Blue Sky, but it sucks. There's no wonder you guys couldn't overtake Twitter. I'm like, hey, where's my free agency news? Bah!
Nothing?
Nothing. Sucks.
Shefty isn't on Blue Sky?
No, he's not on Blue Sky. Rappaport is, but it's like, Rappaport. You know what I'm saying?
There's one chance fight somebody. Be careful.
Stuff you into a locker. Jeez. It's like, hey, give me some actual news here, dude.
Twitter, man. Wrong time to go down.
Well, that's what happens when your company's run by a kook.
Yeah. It happens.
Thanks a lot.
Been there.
So lucky this didn't happen on the first day of NBA free agency. Would have been freaking out.
Oof.
July 1st, 2024. Shams. Dame only wanted to come to the Heat. Those were the good days. Now I have Josh Giddey dropping triple doubles on my ass.
Blocking Tyler Hero.
Jesus. Panthers, they introduced Brad Marchand to the media today. Yeah. Cats will be back in action tomorrow against Marchand's Boston Bruins, his former team. 7:00 to start a 6-game road trip. He says that he'll be doing some on-ice work tomorrow. Oh. Panthers beat the Sabres on Saturday 4-0. Here's some news from the AP. After 6 wins in a row, Florida has outscored its opponents 20-5 during the winning streak. The Panthers have not trailed in a game in 2 weeks and have killed 19 straight penalties. Also from Tim Reynolds, the Panthers have allowed 1 goal total in their last 4 games, an unprecedented stretch in team history. First team and any NHL team has done it since the Tampa Bay Lightning in 2021, a season in which they won their 2nd consecutive Stanley Cup.
Ooh, you know what they say about that? Writing's on the wall.
Wow.
That
man, hockey gon' hockey though. I like what they're doing, and I like the Panthers' chances, but hockey is one of those crazy sports, man.
I don't know, dude.
2-1 filthy.
They look good though. I mean, it's not even the thing is that you watch them play, and there are times where they're just so relentless that you can't, how can anybody beat them?
Justice says it's 1:06 and Chris Greer is asleep.
You think that just because you haven't heard anything that he's not working?
Well, I don't know. This feels like the olden days where I got to wait for TV updates or I have to go to the Miami Herald for their live blog. I don't have Twitter. I want it.
Let me see.
Mondays. I do think he's asleep.
Who else should I look for?
Dude, don't worry about it. The last time we went to you gave us news that was 3 days old. I might as well just go to the actual
news. It says 35 minutes.
That's not useful to me. I need 30 seconds ago. I know what happened 35 minutes ago.
Leroy, can you find if the Titans are willing to give up their pick for Tua?
Hey, Leroy, what?
So wait a minute. So it's
tires.
Who do you? I got Schefter on.
Great. Wow. I really I appreciate you.
I'm trying to help.
You're listen. I know, but you know what? You're kind of like the guy helping me move into an apartment. We got 2 guys holding the couch already, and you're like the guy who's like, I got it. I got the wall on the side. I got it. It's not gonna hit the wall. You're not doing anything. Adorably, you're not doing anything right now. You're telling me stuff that we already know. I appreciate it. I know you're trying to dive into the technological world because you think you're the only Twitter that's not broken, even though it is. But you don't need to help, dude. It's okay. I'm on.
I think he's trying to make amends with what he
No, I'm
did
not. I didn't
last
do anything.
hour.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Makes sense.
The Marlins, they're about to
Oh, yeah,
take
here
on
we
the
go.
Washington Nationals. Sandman is on the hill today.
Prospects.
Prospects. You know, we were doing AI yesterday. We were doing the AI thing for fun. And I tried, is it Grok? What is the AI for Twitter? Grok, whatever
it is. Grok, something like that.
I think it's Grok. But I tried making it say, hey, can you give me an image of Peter Bendix in the bushes with binoculars looking at prospects? And it gave me a guy with a Marlins hat, but it looked nothing like Peter Bendix. I don't think Grok knows what Peter Bendix looks like.
We met him and we don't know.
He looks like analytics.
Yeah.
He looks like analytics. He looks like he's just thinking about VORP.
Look at that. Grok is down also.
Yeah.
Sick of
it. 100 miles an hour. 4 innings today. Prospects.
That sounds just like you're punting.
It does.
Same guy.
Same bit. Cal Quantrill will start for the Marlins tonight in the doubleheader.
Oh.
Last time he was out for the Fish, he gave up like 6 runs in 2/3 of an inning. So
yeah, there you go.
Let's hope this next one goes a little bit better.
There we go. Old cupcake on the mound.
UFC this past weekend.
Ooh.
Magomed Ankalaev defeated Alex Peirera via unanimous decision to win the light heavyweight title.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
How was it?
The main event was kind of meh. It was, even though it was an upset, it wasn't like an overwhelming upset. And you could just see Dana White, who's just like, great. Like he was visibly ill that he had to give the belt up to a very boring fighter.
Another one.
I mean, it sucks, especially in UFC, and it sometimes happens in boxing. Sometimes the style fighter that the guy is doesn't lend to excitement, but he's the best at what he does.
Yeah, he is, but it's all, the thing is though, like people will say, oh, the grapplers are killing it, but he's not even that great. Even though he's Dagestani, he's not a grappler. You kind of just like, he just outperformed him in striking, held him against the cage a couple times. He did almost knock him out in the second round. That was cool. But then he was saved by Pereira was saved by the horn. But it is what it is. It happens. There's sometimes a run of boring fighters who get the belt.
Right? Like but the best is the best. We're trying to, I think so much in boxing and in UFC, we are trying to make fights instead of trying to find out who the best fighter is because of styles, or they're not exciting, or they don't talk. And I don't know how to get around that, because you'll have exciting guys who lose 5 in a row, but everybody wants to see them fight.
Yeah.
So how do you combat that? I don't, because I want to see the best fighters fight. I don't care what their styles are.
Do you?
Yeah.
You want to see Magomed Ankalaev fight? Or do you want to see the guy who knocks people into oblivion? Be honest, Posh. Be honest.
I want to see. I want to see guys throw bombs.
Exactly.
But does that here? If a guy's lost 4 fights in a row, but he throws bombs, is that going to be the fight everybody wants to see?
Yes.
Or do you want to see 1 versus 2?
Depends what 1 and 2 is. Depends if it's a good matchup. Depends.
See, that's where. So we're not interested in finding out who's the best. We're interested in finding the best fight.
I don't understand what the it is the fight game. It's good to know who the best is. Like Khabib, for years was the best, but also, yeah, you do want to be entertained. Like if you're going to sit here and be like, I'd rather watch, I don't know, Damian Maia against Khabib, or would you rather watch Cowboy versus Justin Gaethje in their prime? Let's be honest. Most people want to see Cowboy versus Justin Gaethje because you do want to see the slugfest. It just is what it is.
Right. No, I got you. I get, like, I'm not like, I want to find out who's the best. And I know that I'm sacrificing entertainment by doing that. Whereas most people in the fight game, and you, like, even when you talk about cards, to me, you'll introduce the fight by talking about, ooh, let me see, to show you this video. This guy throws bombs. I have no idea what his record is. I have no idea what number contender he is. You see what I mean? But if the champion is a boring fighter, how do you get around that?
You got to wait till he loses. I mean, it just is what, like, it's not like it's impossible just because I don't think of all these guys who are champions right now, who I think people would say are boring fighters, like Belal Muhammad, Magomed Ankalaev, probably Merab. I mean, Merab's got a great personality. People like him, even though he's got that kind of cardio wrestling style. I wouldn't say any of them are Khabib good. Like they're gonna light the world on fire. The ironic thing is the guy who's his protege, Islam Makhachev, who's probably not as dominant as Khabib, but he's more well-rounded and his fights are really entertaining.
Right. It's kind of for and I get it, but it's just sometimes frustrating because guys don't end up getting opportunities, and with so many of these fighters, you got to go out there and fake being somebody you're not just to get a fight.
Yeah, but it's one of these things that it is what it is. Like, you have like nobody's really ever not gotten the shot. People may have like Bilal had to go a long time winning before he got the shot, or Magomed Ankalaev may have gone to win an extra fight because he was super, but he eventually got there. Like none of these guys are really being held out of opportunity.
Right.
So like you can't say that these guys don't get their chance to win the belt.
Right.
Even if it does take him out. And like in actual boxing, that will happen. Like a guy like, Demetrius Andrade would never get the Canelo shot just because he's too defensive of a fighter and I'm not going to fight him and he's too weird to figure out, and they'll actually be frozen out because the number one star doesn't want to fight them.
Right.
So either way, congrats to Magomed Ankalaev for your win, dude. But I will say, the co-main event and the spinning back kick that we sent you this weekend, those were the highlights of the weekend.
Goodness.
Goofy with that spinning back kick on King Green.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good.
But see, that's what that's what you enjoy. And the great thing about UFC versus any of the other fights, anybody could get got like that. We've seen it.
But who doesn't enjoy a spinning back kick? It'd be like, what would you rather see, a towering home run or the best fielding second baseman?
Right.
Take a break. 15 minutes of heat. I really don't know what Spo's saying. But before that, Leroy, before we do get to 15 minutes of heat,
let me tell you a little something about Liv again.
Yeah, tell me about Liv. What we got coming up here, man?
So you know how we like to party down here, and you know we love golf because it's one of the best golf destinations in the world. Liv is returning to Trump National Doral, April 4th through 6th. And because of the Blue Monster, they're going big. You got John Rahm, Bryson DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka, Sergio Garcia just won the last event. Major champion winners, and by the way, these guys aren't just your average golfers. But added to that, they got huge DJ sets, epic street food, and ska punk legend Sublime headlining on Saturday night. Grab your tickets at livegolf.com. That's livegolf.com.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when
You gotta love just the competitive nature of what's going on right now. I mean, we've been battling, for several games, and I really liked, a lot of the things that were going on, even some of the results. There's a lot more good things, and I love the expectations of this franchise in the city right now. And I see something amazing on the other side.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is sure to come your way.
But I've been saying this for a while. There's a lot more good things happening than not. And
sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when
He's wise, dude. He's wise.
Well, that was him over the past couple weeks telling us that something is here on the other side. Do you have him after the last game? Because I think the Bulls broke him. I think finally he was like, no. Here was Erik Spoelstra on, just his team continuing to put collapse after collapse together, and just one for the ages.
Do you think, though, that he's gotten to the point where he believes these things?
No.
I
think he's just saying it. He's trying to put on a brave face. I think he opens his drawer, takes out like his finest scotch, pours it into a cup, and then Chris Quinn goes, "Hey, I got the analytics for you from today's game," and he just throws the glass of bourbon at the door or scotch at the door, and Chris Quinn has to duck.
Man, poor Quinny, dude. Poor Quinny. I don't think necessarily that he's just saying this to make us feel better, but I do think he may be crazy.
we're all in this together.
Oh, yes.
That's what I told the group right now. I'm fully with them. Everybody is this is an opportunity for all of us to face, our demons, to get past this. This is not something that's comfortable
in this
for
together.
any one of us. And I see something amazing on the other side. If we can collectively overcome this.
Yeah, it's called Cancun.
We are not in this together because I would play Kalel.
Nah.
And if you are not playing Kalel, we are not on the same page. Thus, we are not together.
He has been challenging more.
Well, geez.
You know why? He's like, maybe they see something I don't. You know what I hate about challenges? Remember the challenge that he had where they go, the Heat get the ball, but they still lose their challenge because they don't get the ball because of the challenge.
No, what? I don't think you said that right.
But,
no, what you mean happened is
they reviewed the play.
It's a successful challenge, but no one had possession, so you have to jump ball.
No, I'm telling you it happened. Here's what happened. Okay. The Heat got the ball because they reviewed the whole play. But the reason why he challenged was unsuccessful. So they got the ball, but they still lost their challenge.
I don't know what you just said.
I'm telling you.
Leroy's been lying.
Did you follow any of that?
He is lying.
You just said two. First of all, you just said two different things.
No, I didn't.
You just did.
I'm telling you it happened.
There are times where you still lose your timeout because you have to use a timeout.
You lost. But yes, he said the Heat, this is what they said. The Heat get the ball, but they still lose their challenge because the thing they were challenging about was unsuccessful. I'm telling you it happened. I was like baffled by it.
I don't think you would happen.
Somebody please come in on this.
I'm sure what you're saying, and I've heard versions of what you're saying, but not the way you're saying it.
Okay.
It sounds
All
very
I
much
know
like
is they lost their challenge, they lost the
personality.
timeout, but they got the ball.
Yeah, they will say that, where you still lose your timeout because it's a time at the quarter where somebody has to use a timeout.
No. If you challenge because of a timeout, right, and you have a successful challenge, you get your timeout and your challenge back.
Not always. If it's at a certain point, you can still lose your timeout because it's at a certain point of the quarter. So it's use it or lose it. That's what you're referring to.
I'm telling you. See, Gaffman. It happened. I'm telling you.
You just said, yay, Gaffman, but you didn't read what he said.
He said, Leroy, you're right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. You know what? One more on the way out.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel.
You gotta love just the competitive nature of what's
Welcome
going on
to the new week.
back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. J-Fig. You have tickets to give away. What do you got? What caller number you want to do? Pantera. Who wants to go see Pantera at the I Think Financial Empathy?
I believe I do have tickets to give away.
We don't have to believe it. I actually do. We do.
I am convinced that she has tickets.
She has.
I actually have them in my
tickets.
Something tells me she's got some tickets.
What caller number do you want to give away? Pantera is going to be at the I Think Financial Amphitheater in September. If you want a pair of tickets, caller number what, J-Fig?
Caller number 6 for the days that Leroy took to fat shame.
Wow. Caller 6 to 305-567-0560 wins a pair of tickets to Pantera at I Think Financial Amphitheater. This is a Live Nation show, but caller 6 wins Pantera tickets, and you guys can go check them on out, dude. Should be fun. See their hit songs, Hot for Teacher.
I was about to say, do not say jump again, because that was just an insult.
Running with the Devil.
Death.
Panama?
Panama.
Pantera. Dun, 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 dun. Pantera. Anyway, caller 6 will win those tickets to Pantera, who's not Van Halen. I apologize, Van Halen.
Okay.
And Pantera. Let's get to All Right, Oh No.
Let's do
to
it.
close things out here on a Monday. My All Right goes to Bill Zito.
Oh, yeah.
Big Stones.
Easy
And
one,
also Brad Marchand.
Okay.
All right.
For deciding, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm sick of being with these Boston losers. You can't beat them? Join them. So welcome to the team, Brad.
He was traded.
Nah, but you know he had to be at.
Come on.
You ask a guy of that credentials, you ask him if he's cool with it. You know, you give him a sign, a nod of respect, and he said, "This is where I wanted to be, not in Boston." So you guys can do your little ovation tomorrow, and then you guys can cry your tears into the Stanley Cup come June. But I just want every Bostonian to know you don't get to hop on this bandwagon. So kick rocks, go to hell. My oh no can only go to one man and one man alone.
Okay.
And that is this bum, Elon Musk. How dare you have your website crash at the start of free agency? Are you kidding me? Don't you run some department of efficiency for our government, and you can't efficiently even have your website to work when our biggest sport, America's sport, you can't have that working at the start of free agency?
Yeah.
For shame, Elon Musk. Wow. You get my oh no.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Leroy?
Rightfully so.
All right. My all right is going to the greatest show in South Florida, and that is the Florida Panthers.
Solid.
They are fun.
All right.
And they are mean, and they are aggressive, and they fight, and it's fun. I'm having a blast watching hockey, watching these guys.
Yeah.
My oh no. Every time I turn on the TV and it's the fourth quarter, I change it for any team. And I would like to thank the Miami Heat for scarring me in fourth quarters in general. Fourth quarter for anything. I'm just scarred. I can't watch it. I have the feeling every team is going to collapse, and it's only the Heat.
I fully am expecting tonight the Miami Heat to be up 13 in the fourth quarter, only to watch LaMelo Ball shoot 4 threes out of his ass and just destroy me in person. Boots on the ground. Sad boots on the ground tonight.
That's fair. You know what? Kudos to you for going. Like, oh my God.
Are you
Jennifer?
wearing your little uniform?
Do you have any outfits in the car?
Yeah.
For immediate response after the game?
People really like the tank thing. Yeah.
Hard to say.
Made me laugh a lot.
That's what I was looking for. I was looking for chuckles because that's all I could do after that is laugh.
You know what though? You did provide a lot of
because
people.
I know you, but a lot of people were very worried about you.
Yeah.
I don't understand why anybody's worried. I'm fine.
Well,
I'm fine.
Really?
I'm good. Let's
Says
do
the
this.
guy who had to be shot with a sniper rifle.
Let's go capture the flag. All I want, let's go have a summer and get me the number 1 pick, get me Zion, get me KD, get me something new. I'm tired of this. Let's have some fun. Enough of this standing idly by. Let's take our picks. Let's make something happen, Riles.
Look at that.
Jennifer, what's your all right? No.
Well, you were talking about the whole trade to the Panthers, Brad Marchand. The whole video of AI going around of his reaction to the trade, that's my all right. It was
AI is dangerous, but also funny.
very dangerous, and it almost got me. It was very close.
Man.
But there was no way he was going to be able to say all that kind of stuff. My oh no goes to our former Panther, which not really because I kind of like this video. Brandon Montour.
Oh,
He took part in this very insane Royal Rumble. And it took place yesterday. Let's take a look. Yeah.
Wilson is tied up. And it's a scrum.
Ooh.
And a dog pile to the left of the corner.
Oh. He's getting this.
Brandon Duham gets involved as always, and takes exception to everything on this one. And this game has added a lot of emotion all of a sudden, and Tom Wilson's out there just hurling and throwing bodies all over the ice. He and Rivera aren't finished yet.
Refs are getting involved. They're taking like 9 guys to hold this dude with the mustache back.
These guys on the bench are like they're itching.
I gotta tell you what, these Kraken can't stay on their skates too good.
That's probably why their record is terrible.
Everybody apart.
Look at this. Just
All
continues.
over the place.
John Carlson in a headlock.
Now he puts him in the headlock. Now we just playing hockey twister.
Yeah.
Still not finished.
Yeah. Wait, why is he skating with this guy way over here? Get to the action, ref.
Let them get exhausted. Let them get exhausted.
So that did look like they did.
Wait, what is this?
No, props to Montour. I mean, he showed some pride. He wasn't ready to have the fight die, but I still think
that was wild.
Still feel like the Caps got the better of that one.
Hey, don't they?
Also, it took many people to the penalty box.
Wow.
10 guys.
How does that work?
So 5 guys apiece?
Pretty good.
So they just go 5-on-5 with new guys?
Yeah, they all get 5 for fighting.
No, but
they get penalized for fighting, and the hockey continues, Leroy, with new guys.
I'm saying nobody goes on a power play.
No.
Okay, gotcha. That was a decent hockey question.
If you say so.
I'm sorry, was that your all right or your oh no?
It was my oh no, but it was also my all right because I was really cool.
Not sure if that's. I don't think that's. All right, well, that's fair enough.
Frog Boy, what's your all right? No.
My all right, and we keep it very simple, low hanging fruit, but it's the only positive story we have in South Florida. So my all right goes to Florida Panthers for continuing their 6-game winning streak and somehow getting better when you thought that wasn't possible. I'd like to give another all right to the action that has happened. I did not expect DK Metcalf to be traded, Myles Garrett to accept that money, and a few other free agency moves that have me feeling
Next time I see him, I'm going to tell him he made me look like a damn fool saying it wasn't about the money, and then you sign for all that money.
It's a lot of money, though.
Yeah, I know.
40 million a year. I mean,
I would have swallowed whatever little pride I had and took that money too. But I'm just saying.
Now, my oh no is a story that I'm sure you guys maybe saw briefly, but there's a disgusting act, if you will, that happened on the track and field side of things.
I was going to say that tomorrow, Marcos.
I apologize. You don't forget it, guys. Let's just end the show right here.
Nah.
Okay.
Damage is done.
Damage is done. Okay.
Well, this is what happened during a track event this weekend in Virginia. As you can see here, a little bit of extracurricular activity.
Beating her with the baton?
She is beating her with the baton.
Wow.
Boom, just as she gets past right
I
there.
imagine that's illegal.
Yeah, that is indeed illegal. And this is the Indoor Track Championships in Virginia. That is
reasoning for that? Did they come up? Well, why was she so upset?
Well, if she would have kept running, she might have won.
Aaliyah Everett was seen striking Kayleen Tucker during their relay, and not only was there no reason given, it was also no apology from the coach or from the baton wielding track star here. Just kind of got frustrated.
What's an apology going to do? I mean, he already beat her in the head.
Yes, and those batons.
Did they notice it live? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Who's not going to notice that?
No, they totally noticed it live.
Well, I mean, they're running very fast, Jennifer. I don't know if like they just thought that this lady
If
just
you
fell
see
off.
a baton going in the air like that in a vicious position, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, as they were saying basketball, that's not a track move.
It is. That's not a track move.
Yeah, and the unfortunate part is she actually sustained a concussion.
What are batons made out of? Are they plastic? Are they metal?
You know
Aluminum.
what? It had me questioning.
They're aluminum?
Yeah, they're very light.
I think so.
Well, I would just say
Still doesn't feel good getting hit with it though.
I ran track. It's aluminum. It's very light.
No, okay, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I can't imagine that's gonna feel good on your head.
Aluminum.
I mean, it would be here.
Oof.
It's almost the equivalent to a little bit thicker soda,
like
empty soda.
So it can dent? Did it dent?
No, it can't.
I mean, it was enough to give her a concussion.
Jeez. Well, yeah, she hit the back of the
get
head.
a
Well, look at
concussion?
before she did it.
Did she get a concussion?
That's what they said. She suffered a concussion. I didn't get a
She
chance.
just saw a couple of little dog stars.
Okay, Leroy.
So you're saying this is right?
No. I'm not condoning what the girl did.
You know,
I'm
cheat
just
the game,
saying.
no one's cheating is cheating yourself.
I'm just saying, like,
Man.
I don't know if it was grounds to stop. I would have just kept running, then went back, and I would have went back, and then we would have finished.
So apparently she claims that this wasn't on purpose, says I would never hit someone on purpose, and she insisted there was more to her. And the incident, people are assuming her character, according to her, calling her ghetto, racial slurs, and even offering death threats. All of this from a 9-second video.
She beat her head like it was. She went after her head like it was.
She did yield it like a lightsaber.
Hey,
so
look.
I don't know what, like, I don't know. I don't know why people do things. Sports is crazy, and that's why I was telling you about.
This was like the world
competition aspect of it.
Yes,
you know,
this was. I'll tell you right now. This.
It's not important. I just wanted to know like what the state. I
Indoor
didn't know if it was,
really? Oh! Somebody's asking a question that nobody can answer. Oh,
Well,
welcome to my world.
Yeah, and you know what my answer is when he didn't give me an answer? That's fine, Marcos. It wasn't, I can't believe you can't answer that, Marcos. So actually, I had the reason.
You're my guy to answer questions.
Dude, let me tell you something. Can I just tell you something today? I want you to think about today's show because ever since you fat shame me,
I didn't fat shame you.
You fat shame me, and you've been very distracted with your guilty conscience with the Lord. So do what you got to do to repent today. So when I see you tomorrow, you're in a better place.
Can pray for you.
I will say you have been a little off since the noon hour.
Of course he has been. Of course he has been.
Wow. You know,
Kind of
Leroy,
quiet and guilty.
I think you've been just fine. One of your best shows all year, personally. Remember who's here for you, buddy. Remember who was here for you.
Oh my goodness. You're not.
God is so disappointed in you. He really is.
Yeah.
You speaking on his behalf?
Actually, we have a message from God.
Yes, indeed.
Leroy.
That is great.
He's very disappointed.
Look, I was not fat shaming.
I don't know. Let's hear it again. I think we need to hear it.
Leroy.
No, I meant what he said.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
It's one of my drops on the way out.
Yeah, we got the end montage. We'll talk to you rascals tomorrow. I'm a Pantera fan. I'm a Florida Pantera fan.
Whoa.
No,
Vamos
you
Gatos.
Yes.
You Pantera bread fan.
Whoa.
Panera Bread? Hold on.
You just said Pantera Panthers or Florida Panteras or whatever you just said.
-1. Nice try, though. And also, by the way,
I was going to say.
that's fat shaming.
That's fat. That's what I was going to say, dude.
Sing it, sausage fingers.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.